Hello everybody, I'm Thomas and welcome back to another Soul Gaming Sunday stream. This week I'm back with Fallout 2D20, the RPG, which I will be using Mythic Game Master Emulator 2nd edition to play. Been looking forward to this stream. Ever since I saw that there was a Fallout RPG, I got really excited because I like the Fallout franchise. I got the board game here. I just played 2 weeks ago and had a lot of fun with that. But this I've been slowly reading over the rules, trying to figure out. This book is really cool. It's a thick book. There's like, let me see how many pages there are. There's like 400 something pages. So not only is there like the rules in here, you have a lot of like the lore, which is really cool about like the Commonwealth and some of the different like corporations and stuff. So I've been slowly reading through all that stuff and it's been real cool. I am a fan of Fallout, but I've played Fallout 4 a little bit, but I haven't gotten super far into it. So it's cool that this game kind of takes place in that world I don't really know too much about. So, I know of like the Institute and all of that, but I don't know, like what happens in Fallout 4 and whatnot. But I'm looking forward to playing this. Got it all set up here. This is probably gonna be a bit of a scuffed stream. Normally I like to play through games a little bit more before having them on stream, but I've only had a couple hours to play through. I've played through it a couple of different times. I created a character and, just did some random stuff, played some combats and did some scavenging and whatnot. But yeah, no, it's all right. I'm trying to think if there's something else I need to talk about before just kind of hopping right into it. I guess I'm gonna do a quick rules overview. Yeah, kind of see up here, I got my mythic stuff kind of off the screen. Here, I guess I'll talk about this real fast just because of some other stuff I'm using. I forgot to post this down in the description. I'll try to remember to do this after the stream, but a site called gamemaps.com. I've downloaded these maps from Fallout 4. They're super nice. The game, the RPG does come with a map like this, which is pretty cool, but it doesn't have anything labeled, which I understand. There's a lot of stuff going on this map. So this has there's like the different regions of the Commonwealth, and then this is just a more zoomed in portion of Concord up here, which is where I plan on starting and probably spending a majority of this stream playing. So that will be chilling up there. I guess I don't really need that map either. What else? See, I got my little like whiteboard thing down so I could just start writing the stuff on the background if I need. Like up here, that's how I'm gonna track action points for the GM, aka Mythic, and for me, which I can have up to 6. So be using that to track that. I got my awesome little metal Nuka-Cola caps off the screen that I'll be using to keep track of my currency and whatnot. Yeah, I did get when I bought this, I got the Game Master kit. So I do also have this nice, pretty decently sized little, I don't even know, just like a mini book magazine type thing. This has like equipment tables, random encounters, how to do like scavenging locations a bit more, travel across terrain stuff. So I will probably be using this at some point today. I also created this, as I've been trying to learn the game, I created this like little just reference sheet of just some of the basic rules. So it has stuff for like XP that you gain for quests or killing stuff, or skill. You get XP for just doing like, skill tests if they're difficult enough. I have some like the basic rules for Mythic here, a couple of just the random tables throughout the book, stuff about like critical hits, rest, food, distances, minor action, major action, all this stuff that I'll probably be going over here in a minute. Yeah, I kind of just made a condensed version onto these sheets, so I just have them off screen that I'll be referencing. I think what else I need to talk about. Oh, I guess I do also have a sheet for random weather that I have printed out and taken from Iron Valley. I will be stealing their weather oracle because I like that one a lot, specifically because it has weather based on the season. A lot of weather oracles or like tables that I have in like other places are just like a single table. And I like that this one's based on the season we're in. So it gives a little bit more variety and it kind of makes a bit more sense. I'm gonna go over the rules real quick. I'm just gonna kind of flip through the book, talk about stuff as I go. Once again, I'm not gonna do like a huge rules explanation. I'm just gonna kind of briefly go over stuff. So Yeah, this talks about, the background of Fallout and how, the USA is no more, it was destroyed, and the world's nuclear warheads were launched, for the Great War is what it was called. So that kind of just goes in the background of that. I'm not going to really read through that too much. Welcome to the Commonwealth. So this is, I guess I'll read through a little bit. The default setting for this game is the Commonwealth. This is the setting for Fallout 4, the video game. Many of the locations, characters, and aspects of the Commonwealth in the book are presented from a start of game perspective. This means they are a blank state without any impact from the in-game video character choices. So, with some exceptions made, and often this is noted in text or place, yeah, it's just, so basically this game, though it takes place in the same setting as Fallout 4, it's acting as if, Fallout 4 hasn't happened yet. Anything that's happened in the video game hasn't happened here. So that's kind of what that's about. What else? Dice. Okay, so core rules. I'll just start skimming through this. Skill tests, big part of the game, and they work very differently than stuff like Dungeons and Dragons or, because Dungeons and Dragons uses a D20. This does too, but they use them in like pretty much opposite ways, because in this game, you kind of want low rolls for stuff. So there's a nice little summary here. You choose an attribute and a skill for a combination. Hello there, KDK. Happy Sunday to you too. Just going over the rules real quick. A brief rules explanation for this game before I start getting into the character creation, playing it. But yeah, skill tests. You choose an attribute and a skill. So attributes are up here, skills are over here, and you add the numbers together. So if your perception's 4 and you're doing an energy weapons and you have 3. You add those together, that gives you a target number of 7. Then you'll have a difficulty of the test. The difficulty is how many... 7 is like the target number, and then the difficulty is how many times you need to hit that target number or be below it. You always start each test with 2d20s, that's why it's a 2d20 system, but you can buy extra d20s with action points. That's the main use of action points, is to buy extra d20s for your skill tests. There's other stuff you could do, but that's a big one. And then, yeah, you roll them, see what you get. Okay, 14 and a 2. If my target number was 7, that's 1 success. But if it was a difficulty of 2, then I would fail because I need 2 successes. So that's pretty much how skill tests work. And what's nice is if you get extra successes, they become action points. So if it was only a difficulty 1 test, rolled these and I got 2, like that, I got a 7 and a 5, then that extra success would become an extra action point that I can use later on. Pretty cool. So that's skill tests. I think there's anything else I need to go over there. Not really. Target number, yeah, difficulty, critical successes. So yeah, there is, if you get a 1, that's a critical success. That counts as 2 successes. And then there are complications, which if you roll a 20, there can be complications. And sometimes if the test is a little bit more risky, the complication range could go up a bit. There's a whole little bit for opposed tests. So if you're rolling against another player, like an NPC, there's stuff for that. Same with assistants, group tests, the whole 9 yards. So action points here. I guess I'll talk about real quick what you could do with action points. I kind of mentioned you could buy bonus D20s that you want to add to a skill test, and they have like different costs. So just buying 1 costs 1 point, buying 2 costs 3 points, and 3 costs 6 points. So that's the one thing you could do with action points. You can also obtain information by asking the game master a question. You can reduce time if a test is like dependent on time. You could just half it, or it just takes less time, I think. And then you have a couple of like in combat things that you could do with action points. So you could take an additional minor action, additional major action, or deal extra damage. So yeah, out of curiosity, do you know if Mythic Game Master Emulator works with other systems? Might consider it for Call of Cthulhu. I think it works great for pretty much any system that I've tried it with. I've had good success with it. Yeah, I've used it with D&D. That's the main one I've used it with is with D&D. There's been too many other systems because like Ironsworn and Starforge, they kind of have the built-in Oracle that handles most of the stuff that Mythic would. But yeah, this is actually like probably the only other system besides D&D I've tried it with. But I think it works well with this. Yeah, I don't know. I've never tried it with Call of Cthulhu, but I think it could probably do the job. But yeah, so action points, that's pretty much it. The one thing to note with action points is the Game Master, Mythic, does have their own pool of action points in this, which is pretty interesting. And you can buy dice. So if I want to get a D20, I don't have action points, I can give Mythic an action point, basically buying it. Luck is another kind of meta currency. There's a couple of things you could do with it that's pretty cool. Luck of the draw, you can add a detail to a scene. So if you're, what does it say? Something that you'd be lucky to encounter. You could find just the right item or the right kind of ammo, find a key to a locked door, clue to a computer password, stuff like that. Stacked deck lets you use your luck skill as the attribute in a skill test. You got lucky timing. You can interrupt the normal turn order in combat. So normally in combat, there's like initiative order, but you can use luck to kind of interrupt that and take your turn now. And the last one, which is the one I find myself using the most, is misfortune, where you can reroll a d20 or 3 damage dice per luck point spent. So that's pretty nice use of it. I have a trinket that you can, once per quest, use outside of combat to look at for a moment and regain a luck point. And then luck, it says you're supposed to regain it at the beginning of quests. I don't really like that, and I'm gonna do it at the end of quests. So combat, there's I guess a sequence of play real fast over here. So you initiate combat, initiative order, take turns, and then begin new round. So yeah, initiative is not something you can roll for it. There's rules that you can roll for it, but normally it's a static number and you just use that as your like initiative number, and then you go in order like that. Actions, it's pretty straightforward. You do 1 major and 1 minor action per turn. And you could do extra stuff with action points, but the main thing is you can never do more than 2 minor actions and 2 major actions on your turn. So that's that. As far as minor actions, a couple things you could do. You can aim, which allows you to re-roll the first d20 on your first attack. You could draw an item, so if you're carrying something, grab it. Interact, so you can interact with your environment. You can move, so you can move up to an adjacent zone. And then take chem, you can administer a dose of chem that you are holding. So pretty basic stuff. That's what the minor actions are for. And then major actions, you have assist, where you can assist another player. Attack, pretty straightforward. That's where you're doing a melee or ranged attack. You can command an NPC if you have an allied NPC. You can defend, so you can focus on protecting yourself. There's a first aid action to quickly patch up the wounds of yourself or an ally. You can just pass. You can rally to grit your teeth, catch your breath, and you basically can make a difficulty 0 test to try to generate some action points, which is pretty handy. You can ready an action, so if you're waiting for something to happen, you just kind of hold an action until something happens. You could sprint to move 2 zones, and test, which is just a skill test for anything not covered by anything else. So lots of major actions, lots of minor actions, but I don't know. I don't think they're too confusing, and that's why I have like my little cheat sheet that I was kind of showing you earlier. I just have them all laid out so that just abbreviated over here, so I just can look at them as a quick reference. To make an attack, it's all laid out here. I'll briefly go through it. So you choose a weapon and a target. So you choose, something you're carrying, and then choose who you want to hit. You do have an option to choose a hit location. So if you're trying to hit somebody like in the head, you can choose to try to hit a specific part of the body. It does increase the difficulty by 1. Then you do the test with the skill test shown earlier. So if it's a melee, it's like strength and melee weapons. You add those numbers together to get a strength or a target number. And then that's what you're trying to beat. And the difficulty is always going to be the target's defense, unless it's like an explosive weapon. I think that's the only outlier. But then you just, if you didn't choose a specific hit location, they have this pretty cool D20 that just chooses a hit location for you. There's also like a table in the book here that if you don't have that fancy D20, you can just reference that. And then, yeah, you inflict damage based on the weapon, reduce the ammo if it was a ranged attack. Range. So range is a bit weird in this game. And weird, not in a bad way. Weird isn't different, especially for me who has played a lot of D&D where it's very grid-based, you have everything pretty mapped out at all times. This is very not like that. It's very narrative focused. So there's just kind of, you have different ranges for different places. Close is if you're in the same range, medium is an adjacent zone, long is 2 zones away. So it's just, there's no like, yeah, everything's based off of ranges and zones. And I'll kind of just get to that more whenever I get to combat, but you can just think of it like they're just different places, like in a map. So like if you're in like a store, maybe, you know, like in a super duper mart, let's say, and you got like the aisles. So maybe one zone would be the ground. One zone would probably be like the catwalks above, and maybe one zone would be like a back room. So yeah, it's pretty narrative focused. It's very just whatever, which is going to work great for, I mean, today I don't have any battle maps or anything. We're going to do everything with theater of the mind. So it works pretty well. It's a bit weird to get used to, and I'm still myself getting used to it, but I think it's pretty neat. And so there's this whole little table here for if you're trying to use, you know, a weapon that requires, that's best at medium range and you're at extreme range, and you have to add +2 to a test, or you add different difficulties if you're not using the ideal range for a weapon. Yeah, there's combat dice, which are these little D6 that you roll for when you do damage. And then there's a little table here that if you don't have the D6 for the game. Yeah, I think that's more or less it. There's different damage types. You got physical, energy, radiation, and poison. Yeah, and you have like your armor on your character sheet could block different types of that stuff. You got critical hits, dying, healing. Nothing I really want to go over too much. Long rests, you can get your health back, you know. None of this is too important. So that's pretty much the gist, honestly. I don't want to, you know, get too lost in the weeds with going over rules and whatnot, but I think that it was pretty brief, but I think that does a good job of touching on most of the points. I guess I could look at my little reference. Distance and ranges. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. So I guess we're gonna just go to character creation. I kind of wanted to get to this a little bit quicker because I'm probably gonna spend a decent amount of time on this, though I do already kind of have a character in mind, so hopefully that'll speed up the process a little bit. So in Fallout, you have these main attributes that make up your character: strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. Those are the main attributes up here. And then you have all of these skills going down the side that are for different things, and a lot of them are linked with like a default attribute. So you know, melee weapons, that's usually tied with strength, or if you're doing a science test, that's usually intelligence. So there are exceptions, but most of the time, those are the default attributes. So those are that. You also have a little box here. I guess I can maybe zoom in a bit on my character sheet. Let's see if this works. This might not work. Oh, that's a little bit off, but that works. Okay. Then there's also these boxes here that you could check for tagged skills. So a tag skill is just something you're really good at. It's an area of expertise. And what it essentially means is whenever you're rolling on a test using a tag skill, normally you get a critical success if you just roll 1. If you're, let's just say my tag skill is medicine and it's a rank of 3, I will then on medicine tests score a critical success on 3, 2, or 1 instead of just 1. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, it boosts the range of, you can earn more critical successes based on the range. So if it's 3, 2, or 1 would earn that, would earn a crit, which is pretty handy. What else? You got some derived stats of carry weight, initiative, defense, damage resistance, health points, melee damage. All that stuff is, well, more or less right here. And those are all kind of, they're derived stats. They're derived off of your main stuff you set. There's also perks, which are pretty cool. The perk cards, I did also additionally buy the perk cards because they are really neat. Completely unnecessary. All of the perks are in the book, but I like having the physical cards. So there's a ton. I think there's 140 something perk cards. And there's just a lot. I mean, I love the art. I mean, I'm glad to have them. They're really cool. But a lot of them, they have like, for example, like pickpocket. They have different ranks. There's like a little star in the corner that shows the different ranks. And most perk cards, also below the star, will have a requirement for a skill. Some of them also, I think, maybe have a requirement for a level. Yeah, so like Pickpocket level 2, you need Perception 8, Agility 8, and level 4 to be able to grab that perk. So lots of perk cards, but a lot of them have some restrictions. But yeah, so that is one part of character creation, are the perk cards. I'll set those off to the side for now. What else? There's XP. I guess that's pretty much it. We just start going into character creation. So there's basically, let's see, there's like 6 main steps. I choose my origin. I increase my special attributes. I do my tag skills and get my skill ranks up. Then I choose my first perk, set my derived stats, and then choose my starting equipment. Yep, that's it. So I'll just start on that. I'll take a quick sip of water. Gotta stay hydrated. All right. Character name. Go ahead and do that. We'll go with classic Marbash. XP earned 0. XP to next level 100. Level 1. There are rules to start out at higher levels. I don't plan on doing that today. I'm starting at level 1. We're starting out a complete newbie to the wasteland, I guess. Yeah, so my origin. There's lots of cool origins that you could choose that really do significantly change some of like how your character looks, acts, some of the stuff you get. So we got Brotherhood Initiate. Well, I guess my stuff is kind of off the screen now. There's a Ghoul. You could play as a super mutant. You could play as Mr. Handy, the robot. You could play as a survivor or a vault dweller. So some pretty neat character origins, I think. But I've already kind of thought about this, and I'm gonna go with a survivor. I've kind of, the title, I called it The Lone Wanderer. So I think I like the idea that, you know, I'm someone that's somewhat used to the wasteland, or at least I'm not new to it. I'm a survivor. Someone who's, you know, roughed it a bit. Not a vault. I don't want to play a vault dweller. Your Brotherhood Initiate it. Nah, we'll go with survivor. So write that in. And the main thing I get with being a survivor is there's this little table, which is kind of off the screen again because I zoomed in on my stuff, with different traits. And I have the option of either choosing 2 traits or 1 trait and an additional perk. I think I'm going to go with 2 traits because there's a lot of perks, but I think like I said, I kind of already thought about this a little bit. So for my first trait, I'm going to grab the one off this table called Gifted, which I could choose 2 of my special attributes and increase them by 1 each. And I'm going to go with Endurance and Strength. Now for every trait over here, there's a benefit, there's also a penalty. So because of this, I have my maximum number of luck points is 1 fewer than my luck attribute. So I'm just going to put like a -1 over here. So I kind of remember that normally you get luck points based on your luck score. Mine's going to be 1 lower now. The other trait I'm going to go with is heavy-handed. So I get +1 damage to my melee weapon damage bonus. So I'm just going to do a small +1 there. So whenever I write that in later, when I fill in my derived stats, I will try to remember that. And that's that. Oh, I guess with the heavy-handed melee and unarmed attacks, I suffer a complication on 19 and 20 rather than just 20. So I'm just, maybe I'll write like 19/20 here just so I kind of remember. Probably won't. I'll probably forget, but I'll try. Okay. So now I have to set my stats. And this, I've already been kind of thinking about today because like I said, I don't want to sit here too terribly long. How it works is I'll just read it here. At the beginning of your character, every special attribute starts with a rank of 5. You have 5 points to spend to increase your attributes. No attribute can go above 10. And you can reduce special attributes to 4 to gain an additional point to spend. And what's really nice, I'm really glad they did this, is provide a couple of like example arrays here. So So you have like a pretty balanced array of numbers. You got more focused and you got the specialized. So I'm going to go the focused route, but I'm going to modify it a little bit. So I'm going to do an 8 in intelligence. I'm going to do 2 7s in endurance and strength. And since I have a +1, I'm just going to write those in as 8. So that would be 7 and 7, but my +1s make it 8 and 8. That means I should have 2 5s and 2 4s. Right. So I'm going to go 5 in luck, 5 in charisma, 4 in perception, 4 in agility. Let me make sure I'm doing that right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that checks out because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. And I got 2 extra because I decreased those to 4. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good because, like I said, I've been kind of thinking about this already today because I don't want to spend too much time here. For the character I'm going to play, I want to play kind of a medic because I think if I'm going to be like this lone wanderer, I need to be pretty intelligent, specifically good in medicine so I can keep myself alive. I have to have good endurance if I'm out there in the wasteland by myself. That also, endurance is what's tied to HP. And then strength, I want it to be up there because strength is good to have for carrying capacity, and also it is linked with melee weapons, which melee is going to happen, pretty often. So that's all of that. And yeah, I guess that was a lot quicker than I expected. But yeah, I guess put the 5 in luck because I don't want to just dump my luck stat, especially because I already have a -1 to it. Charisma, I would prefer it to be higher, but I think with what I got, I'm fine with a 5 in charisma. And yet, agility, is it used for too much? It's used for small guns, but my plan is just to use melee weapons and then get big guns whenever I can, because big guns is linked with endurance. So those would kind of pair nicely. And yeah, perception, can't be good at it all if I'm gonna be really good at some stuff. So yeah, perception and agility, I'm just not too perceptive, and I am not too agile, I guess. So now I get to choose 3 skills to become my tagged skills. Okay, so let me make sure I don't. Okay, so 3 skills. Man, that's kind of nice. Okay, well, I definitely want to go with medicine. I was saying that. That's gonna be probably a main point for my character. I also think maybe melee weapon, to be honest. That could be pretty big. Because I don't hate the idea of relying on melee weapon, because obviously not every situation could be a melee situation, but then I don't have to worry about ammo as much. And yeah. So I'll go with it. Melee weapon. And what should I do for my 3rd? Maybe survival? No. Maybe repair? Lock picking is linked with perception, so I'm not gonna be able to lock pick worth anything. So I need one more skill. Hold on, let me think about this. Go down the list. Athletics, no. Barter, no. Big guns, maybe. Energy weapons, no. Explosive, no. Lockpick, no. Pilot, probably not. Repair, maybe. Science, maybe. Small guns, no. Sneak, no. Speech, no. Survival, probably not. Yeah, okay. That's what I say maybe for big guns. No, I don't think so. So maybe I'll go with either repair or science. I think each of these, I maybe scrolled past it, maybe flipped past it earlier, but there was, or maybe it's in a different section. Oh yeah, they have little descriptions for what each of these do. But I mean, I think they're all pretty pretty straightforward, but I do want to see. Okay, maybe I will go with repair, because I was looking, it says repair it says building and repairing items from guns to buildings, simple traps to mechanisms fall under repair. Though it would be nice. The science could be good too. This is tough. The science could be good for like hacking. Yeah, I don't hate that idea, but repair is for like repairing stuff, you know? To like modify weapons, craft items from scratch, build defenses. It sounds pretty helpful, right? You know? If I get science, I could hack computers, brew chems, solve problems with science. Like, that sounds like what I need to go with. If I'm going for the medic route, I think science makes a little bit more sense. All right, we flip back ahead. So how it works is tag skills start at a rank of 2. And then you can buy ranks and other skills. You have a total of 9 skill points plus your intelligence. And during character creation, no skill could go above 3. Okay, so 9 plus intelligence, that's a lot. That's 17. All right. Man, I kind of want to max out all of these, but I don't know. Let's do 17. Okay, 16. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more. I'll throw it in repair. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so we got 2 in barter, 3 in big guns, 1 lockpick, 3 medicine, 3 melee weapon, 3 repair, 3 science. Sneak, we got 1. Survival, or speech 3, survival 1. So that's that. That's, yeah. Hopefully I counted all that right. We'll just assume I did. Let's get rid of this because that's not necessary. Am I like shaking the whole thing? Okay. Cool. We're moving right along. That was step 3 out of 6. But this shouldn't take too much longer. Choosing your first perk. Like I showed, there are a ton of perks, but like I also kind of mentioned, I've been thinking about this character for a little bit and to try to speed up the process. So I already think I know what I'm gonna grab. A little dog meat card. I think I'm gonna grab the fast healing. The faster healing, I guess. I'm gonna set this off to the side. I don't know for sure if I'm gonna grab this one, but what it does, it requires endurance 6 and you can't be a robot. When you heal your own injuries, the first D20 you buy is free. Pretty nice. So it makes healing yourself easier. Action Boy is pretty nice. So if you choose to do another major action on your turn, normally it increases the difficulty, but that doesn't. Skeleton, I'll flip through these maybe a little bit slowly so you can maybe kind of see as I go through. Got Animal Friend, a couple levels of that. Aqua Boy, That's kind of nice. Armor. See, I would love to get some of the... I guess I could maybe. I don't. Armor. Yeah, there's a lot of levels of that. Awareness. Ooh. No, I'm going to be using melee weapons. Ooh, that's also really nice. Can I get that? Oh, that has to be level 4. Okay. Yeah, increased damage resistance to all hit locations. That's... Melee attacks with guns gain vicious damage effect. Spend 1 luck point to cause critical injuries when you deal damage. Whoa. Oh, but you need a luck 9. Yeah, there's no way I could do that. That one's pretty crazy. Because critical injuries, I didn't really go over them, but they're they happen when you take 5 or more damage at a time, and they essentially they're bad. If you get hit like an arm, you drop whatever you're holding. If you get hit in the leg, you're prone. If you get hit in the torso, you start bleeding heavily. If you get hit in the head, I think you get like stunned or something. I forget, but that's pretty cool. Okay. Ooh, what is this? Now hold on. What is the other reference sheet I have? Is one that came with the game. Whoops. But the weapon rules, mainly because there's a lot of these. Ooh, vicious is pretty cool. So I was looking at this. Big leagues. Melee attacks with 2-handed weapons have the vicious damage effect. It requires strength 8, but I do have that. The vicious damage effect says the attack inflicts +1 damage for each effect rolled. On these D6, the little heads mean 1 damage plus effect. And there's 2 of them on each of these D6s. So yeah, that's a damage plus effect. So that's what vicious would do. That's a pretty cool one. I kind of didn't see that one earlier. Maybe I'll put that up here as a possibility, because that I do kind of like. Maybe it kind of makes me regret. It makes me regret like bumping up these 2 skills to maybe grab a second perk. I don't know if that'd be worth it. I don't know. Blacksmith, you can start modifying melee weapons, which is cool, but that requires level 2. I'm not level 2. We move into reach and make a melee weapon attack, do a thing. Reach. Okay, I can't even do that. I don't have some of these, yeah, I just can't even do. I'm not, enough level. Or when scavenging, get 1 extra random food item. Increase or decrease prices by 10%. There's a lot of these. I'm only in the C's so far. But I didn't see that big leagues one earlier, so I maybe need to go through these again real fast. I can't really do that one, can I? Let me move these out of the way so I can actually see my stats here. Okay. So this one I can't even do. Chem resistant, yeah, it's meh. Chemist, that's probably helpful at some point. Ranged weapons, probably not gonna do that. Reading magazines. Spend up ammo. Yeah, anything with weapons I don't really want. Demolition expert. Dodger. Dog meat. You're attacking insect. Gain +1 piercing. I mean, there's a lot of insects in Fallout, so I mean that's maybe not the worst one. But no, I'm not gonna do that. +1 HP regained from healing, but not resting. Oh. That's pretty nice too. Endurance 6, but not a robot. I don't know if that would be better than the fast healing. Probably not. I don't know. What else we got? Finesse, Fortune Finder. Refine bottle caps, you find way more. Can't take that though. I'm not high enough level. There's a lot of these ghosts. Grim Reaper. What's that? Luck 8. Yeah, I can't take that. Gun Fu. Don't plan on using guns. Gun Nut. Yeah, probably not. Take that one. I mean, I guess I am gonna try to at some point work my way to big guns, but I expect early game I'm not gonna have a lot of big guns to use, so it's gonna be a lot of just me using melee weapons until I get something good. That's why I'm kind of like focusing both. Got a gunslinger. Hacker is always a fun one, but there is a healer one. You heal an additional HP when using the first aid action. I mean, that's also doesn't seem bad. Yeah, these are all not bad. Hunter, infiltrator, when you lockpick, you can reroll. Ooh, I didn't even know that was, oh, I'm not gonna have enough charisma. You can increase the group action point. Cool. Dang. Iron Fists. Man, I'm only in the J's. Oh, there's so many of these. That's one thing I like about this game is like there's a lot of ways with the origins and the skills and the attributes that you can really customize. I'm only like halfway through this. I'll try to speed this up, but I also want to like make sure I'm not missing out on anything good. Vendor, Jerry Reagan, Laser Commander, Lead Belly. Okay, Life Giver. And we have to be level 5, dang. Mindset, Master Thief, Medic. Use your first aid action to treat an injury. I could get that right. My intelligence is 8. Would that be better? Use the first aid action to attempt to treat an injury. You can reroll the first d20. There was healer earlier, and that was like you add. There's a lot of like there's 4 different healing ones so far, and there's probably even more to come. What we got? Mr. Sandman. You sneak attack, moving target. I can get the Mysterious Stranger. We have to have some high luck for that. Nerd Rage. Night Person. That's a classic. Ninja. Pain Train. I don't think I have the strength or the endurance for that, but that one's pretty cool. Paralyzing Palm, Party Boy, Pathfinder, Farm Find, Pickpocket, Piercing Strike. That's pretty nice too. Unarmed and melee attacks gain +1 piercing damage. That would probably be better than +1 damage, right? Or is that the same? Am I dumb? I think that's the same. Pyromaniac. Quick Draw. Quick Hands. Rad Resistant. That's pretty nice, but my endurance... Oh, my endurance is high enough. Radiation damage resistance to all locations. Because the one playthrough I've done of this so far, I kind of almost died to some rad roaches. So I also wasn't playing stuff super correct. So I partially blame me getting the rules wrong, but like I almost died to some rad roaches. So maybe rad resistance isn't bad to have. Ricochet, Rifleman. I'm trying to speed through this. Robotics, Expert, Science. Yeah, that one's I want at some point. Scoundrel, Scrapper. Oh, there's so many. I just want all of them. Shotgun Surgeon. Oh, and there's one for heavy weapons. Well, probably get to that at some point. Unarmed or melee attack. Spend 1 luck to inflict a critical. Ooh. Dang, some of these are really good. Slayer. Smooth Talker. Snake Eater. Sniper. Solar Powered. Whoa, that's really cool. What? Every hour in direct sunlight heals 1 radiation damage? There's so many cool skills. This sucks. I want all of them. That's like... Strong Back is also really good. You carry more stuff. Get additional tag skills. That's it. That's the end. That's all of them. But jeez. I guess I am... Now I kind of don't want to just go with the faster healing because that's the one I had from right off the bat. And I'll be like, I went through all of these for nothing. Not for nothing. I mean, it gives me some idea of like other... Because each time you level up, you get a perk. So I think that's how it works. When you level up, you get like a perk, your HP goes up, and something else happens. I forget where they have that stuff. But it's, I think, towards the beginning for some reason. Yeah, you choose a skill to rank up, and then yeah, you can gain a single perk. So each time I level up, I'll be getting one of these. So at least I have some in mind. See, I'm worried though if I take the big leagues that... What was the other one I was looking at? Was it towards the end here? I should have taken... I mean, the rad resistance would be nice. It's a little... That's kind of like boring, but it's a good one. Scrapper would be nice. I should have taken out... There's more I wanted that I didn't take out because I didn't want to have too many options, but now I kind of forget which one it was. I'll scroll through them real fast. Seer Stranger would be cool. Oh yeah, the medic would have been great. still could take these. I'm saying would have. Like I can't take them now, but God, there's so many options. It's heal additional HP. What was the other? I need to find this one back. They're like melee weapon one. Is it this one, the piercing strike? Yeah, I had one piercing damage, because what piercing damage does is that goes through like damage resistance. But this is +1 damage, which would essentially like do the same thing, but this is for not just two-handed weapons, which could be nice if I have like a gun in one hand and something else in the other. Maybe I will go with piercing strike and hope I don't have to use my faster healing before I hit level 2. Why are some of these out of order? I just noticed that. Oh, whatever. I don't know. Maybe they aren't. Okay, so Big Leagues goes back. Okay, I'm going with the piercing strike. That there. So, okay. Down and down. Piercing strike. Strength is 7, so I could definitely take it. I mean, I could bump both of these down to 7 and then just take another one. What was the... I don't want to do that. It's so late, but like at the same time, I want to... I would get an extra luck attribute if I were to... You know what? I will do it. I want another perk. Those are too cool that I don't care if I go to 7 in both of these. Because I could still take this one. After all of that, I can't believe I'm doing this. Okay, instead of my origin, instead of taking 2 traits, I'm only going to take the 1 trait where I get the heavy-handed melee damage, which adds to that. So I'm not getting 2 extra points, but then I don't lose my extra luck, and then I will grab that faster healer as my 2 skills. Gee, I can still take both of them. Yeah, that'll be good. So on the back of this character sheet, there's a spot for all of this. So I'll real quick jot this down. Healing rank 1. I don't really need to write the effects because I'm probably not going to look at that side all too much. And I would just place these here somewhere. +1 piercing damage effect. Okay. Yeah, so that's all done. Took a bit longer than I expected. This is with me kind of having an idea of what I want to do. So I'm glad I kind of came a little bit prepared. Let me see. Hold on. Can I go back to... There we go. Okay, so on to step 5, which is just setting up the derive statistics. Cool. So first is carry weight, which carry weight is strength times 10 plus 150. So 70, so I get 220 carry weight. And that's pounds. LBS. Everything in this is pounds. All right, so damage resistance. Everything starts at 0. Yeah, poison damage resistance is 0. I'm not going to fill in other stuff yet because of the armor I might grab, but pretty much everything starts at 0. Physical, energy, and radiation, and poison resistance. Which I don't think, I'll double check, but I mean, being a survivor shouldn't have affected that. There are some, like, you pick some of the other origins that definitely affects that stuff. Like, I think, like, super mutant, not only do you get, like, healed by it, or maybe that's ghouls. You're immune to radiation damage. In fact, you're healed by it. You gain 1 HP for every 3 radiation damage you take. So ghouls are pretty cool. But yeah, so then defense. My agility is 8 or less. It's 4. My defense is 1. Which is not good. That means to hit me, enemies only need a 1 success, which ain't great. Initiative is my perception plus agility. Oh. So those are my 2 dump stats. That's awkward. I guess that makes my agility or my initiative an 8. That's a shame. Health points. Your maximum health points at first level is equal to endurance plus luck. So for me, that is a 12. 12 HP, not too bad, I don't think. And the melee damage was my strength, it's 7. So I get +1 damage. And because of my thing, I actually get +2. Because I chose my origin, I forget what it was even called. The one that was it heavy-handed? Yeah, heavy-handed. Which gives me that extra damage, but it also means complications can happen a little bit more often on melee attacks. Okay, we're in the home stretch of choosing equipment. There's once again, there's a surprising amount of options for some of this stuff. So like Wastelander specifically is my origin. You choose Mercenary, Raider, Settler, Trader, or Wanderer, which is, I think I'm gonna pick Wanderer. Maybe, can I, I know my white's kind of glaring a little bit. See, if I hold up at an angle, yeah, you travel from settlement to settlement, scavenging from the ruins of the old world and either using what you find or selling it on for something more useful. You'll take odd jobs and day work where you need to, but you're not one to settle down. So I receive the following equipment. I'll get a drifter outfit, 1 melee weapon, pipe gun, a dose of jet or rataway, a personal trinket, and 30 caps. That's my starting equipment. So we'll start marking that down. There's a little gear section on the back of your character sheet where you can write the item and also how much it weighs, so you can kind of keep track of how much you're carrying. So let me figure out how much some of this stuff weighs. A drifter outfit. There is equipment tables. Armor, okay. So this is an outfit. See how it works. There's kind of like 3 different types of apparel in the game. There's armor, there's clothing, and there's outfits. Clothing and armor can be combined. Outfits cannot be combined with armor, clothing. They're just kind of their own thing. We got power armor, more power armor. I don't want power armor. I mean, I do want power armor, but like, that's not what I'm looking for. Where is this? Drifter outfit. Am I dumb? Did I pass this? Are these just all upgrades? Am I looking in the wrong section? Synth armor. Do I have to go further back? Oh, I think I have to go further back. I wasn't even... Okay, here we go. Maybe? Was this the drifters? Ah, okay, yeah, right here. Not bad. So it provides one physical and 2 energy to arms, legs, and torso. Yeah, 1 physical and 2 energy to arms, legs, and torso. 1 physical. And 2 energy to protect all these spots, and then the red is all 0. I don't have any radiation damage resistance. And then what else? So the weight is what, 10 pounds? Okay. 10 pounds. What else do I start with? Wow, I flipped right to the page. Okay, 1 melee weapon from the following: switchblade, pipe wrench, rolling pins, or knuckles. I think armor is like the first part, and I think melee weapons is like the first part. No. Well, maybe. No, small guns first. Energy weapon mods. There they are. Melee weapons. Okay. So you get either a switchblade, pipe wrench, rolling pin, or knuckles. Let me see what we're working with here. Switchblade, it does 2 damage. It's like concealed. Yeah, I don't really know if I want that. Pipe wrench. What do we got working? Where's the pipe wrench? Am I dumb? I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Does 3 damage. What else we got? Rolling pin, which is, I just saw it. I know I just saw it. There it is. 3 damage. Or knuckles, which also does 3 damage. It's concealed. Go with the pipe wrench, right? Pipe wrench weighs 2 pounds. So maybe, yeah, put that as my main weapon. So skill, this is a just melee weapon. So my target number for this is going to be 3. Then use strength, so what, 10? Is a tag skill. Damage for the pipe wrench is 3 damage dice. Effects, there are none. Type, just physical. Rate doesn't matter. Range just needs to be close. Quality, weight. It's just what, 2 pounds, right? Is that what I said? I'm not too worried about the whole encumbrance thing, right? But I do like to try to kind of track it. So what else we got? Pipe gun. Okay. And let's see. 8 plus 4 rounds of ammunition. So let's see. I guess I can. So I don't need to be super zoomed in right now. Let's see how much ammo I get. So 1, 2, 3 plus 8. So I start with 11. 38 caliber ammunition. Okay. And then I also must give myself a dose of probably Rataway. Which I don't imagine weighs that much. I don't really think I need to look, but I'm gonna do it anyway because it should only take a second. Beverages, I know it's behind that. Rataway can't weigh that much, right? It weighs like what? Less than a pound. Okay. That's what I thought. And then I got a personal trinket. So there's a trinket table, which I guess I will roll on real fast. There's a D20, so got an 8. So my personal trinket's a wedding ring. I'm gonna reroll. If I'm a wanderer, someone that doesn't settle down, I don't know if I'd have a wedding ring. A pre-war necktie. All right, I like that. All right, pre-war necktie. That's my trinket that I can look back at and regain a little bit of luck throughout the game. Oh, and I get items gained for my tag skills. I forgot that's a thing. Okay. Wait, for each tag skill? Wow, okay. So I have medicine, which means I get a first aid kit and a stim pack. Whoa, that's pretty nice. First aid kit. Cool. And then what were my other tag skills? I had melee weapon. So I can grab a machete or a baseball bat. Ooh. The options. I can find melee weapons again. Almost one more. There. So baseball bat, that's... I just want... Okay, yeah, I do want baseball bat. Because that will do 4 damage. Okay, well now I need to get rid of this pipe wrench. I already wrote it down. I forgot that's a thing or else I wouldn't have wrote this down. Sorry. Take a sec, I gotta erase this extra stuff because I totally forgot. Pleasant surprise. I just get extra stuff. That also means I'm not gonna be wielding my pipe gun because like, there's no need to if I'm gonna be dual wielding my baseball bat. So I'll put the pipe wrench and pipe gun. Okay. And then baseball bat will be my main weapon. And that's a melee weapon. So 10 tag skill, 4 damage. I don't know why I shouldn't have erased all this stuff because like I didn't need to. All right, baseball bat weighs how much? 3 pounds. All right. What else do I get? I mean, I'm so shocked. I kind of forgot you get items based on your tag skills. So I got a first aid kit, a stim pack. I got a baseball bat, and then what do I get for science? A lab coat and a dose of Mentats. Okay. All right, so that's that. And let me see what a lab coat gets me. I don't think I'm probably gonna wear it because like, it's probably not gonna get me too much. Does it actually do anything? It doesn't actually do anything. So it costs 10. Just put it in here. Or sorry, it weighs, that's all I care about. It weighs 2. Okay. I'm not going to really track my weight too much because like it's just going to take a lot of time if I worry about it. But you know, as long as I'm not carrying a bunch of couches around or something, I think I'll be all right. So I also start with 30 caps. I'll go ahead and finally start using my nice metallic caps. I think normally the blue caps are supposed to represent 5. I'm going to use them as 10 because this game, currency seems to go pretty high in this. So if I were to use them as 5s, I would need a lot of caps. So let's see, so yeah, 2, 5, I'm still 1 short, right? Right, so I got 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep, there we go. So 30, and just, you know, have a little bit of change. And is that it? That's it. So that's it for actual character creation. Yeah, the rest of this is just the equipment tables. So now we can actually start getting into the story, in which I don't really have anything planned. So that's why I'm gonna let Mythic do some of the work here. I was, you know, like I said, they're in this book, they have lots of good lore about like the corporations. And yeah, earlier today I was reading through, they have like the stuff about the vaults, and specifically they have nice sections about each of like the different regions in the Commonwealth. So I was reading about, you know, the Concord regions. That's where we're gonna be playing today, just because like that's kind of where I have some familiarity. So one thing about the Concord region is there is in Concord specifically, or I think even in the Museum of Freedom, which is in Concord, it's marked on the map there, is where a group of Minutemen are currently held up. And I kind of think it'd be cool that my character either, I don't think I was a Minuteman. Maybe I like helped out them at a time, or maybe like, I envision my character being pretty young. I mean, I'm level 1, so I imagine I'm a bit of like a, maybe not necessarily a teen. Maybe I am, you know, on the younger side. probably grew up in Diamond City or some like established settlement, but at some point I just wanted to get out and explore more. So I don't have a lot of experience, literally. So I want to add some stuff. I mean, I don't like starting Mythic with blank lists. So I want to probably add at least a major thread, because in this game, quests are either major or minor. So I'll just like in parentheses behind it, I'll either write like an M or an M if it's major or minor. Then it'll be pretty easy to tell which is which. And yeah, because you get different XP based off if it's a minor quest or major quest. You also get XP for NPCs, and we're completing difficult skill tests. So there's kind of a couple different ways to get some XP in this. So yeah, I want to have some idea of like, I at least want to have a character on here, maybe a faction, and then maybe like 2 threads for like some overarching thing I want to do. And that would be like a major quest. And then I could do some minor quest for like what maybe my character is up to like right now. So let me think on this for a second. Then yeah, I just got my actual sheet of paper here. I'm just going to be kind of, I'm gonna be writing the mythic scenes down on here. This side's fine, but there's just not enough spaces. I'm gonna go through these scene numbers pretty quick. So I'll just be kind of doing my very brief journaling on this page as I actually start going through the different scenes for Mythic, because I need to keep track of chaos factor. For each day, I want to, keep track of the date, whether it's what season it is, what the weather's like that day. I also need to try to keep track of how tired I am, because that is one thing. I guess I could touch on this real fast since I didn't really earlier. Oh no, just flipping through the book. It's causing my papers to go everywhere. So there's this section called survival. That's all about survival. And essentially okay, here we go. So maybe I'll even zoom in a little bit. All right, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. These are all stuff about staying alive in the wasteland. So obviously you're going to have to deal with, people, creatures, death claws, raiders, the works. But you also got to worry about yourself. And so there's rules for that. So fatigue is kind of, it represents the cumulative hindrances that come from deprivation, insufficient foods, insufficient water, insufficient sleep, strain of disease, and exposure to the elements can all give you fatigue. And then it's like whenever you try to gain action points with fatigue, you gain 1 less. And also whenever you begin a scene with fatigue, you lose an HP for every fatigue that you have. So there's like rules for fatigue, hunger, thirst, sleep, exposure to the elements, and diseases. A lot of these are optional, and though personally I love the idea of these, I'm not going to use most of them today, just because it's extra stuff to track. It's going to take more time, and yeah, I'm still pretty new to this game, so I'm already trying to. I don't want to add in all this extra stuff, even though I love the idea of this. I mean, I love the idea of like trying to worry about exposure, tracking your hunger and thirst. Like as far as making it more like realistic and more of a simulation, I am all for this idea. But today I'm not going to use any of them. So I mean, the one I am going to track, which I think you kind of have to, is sleep, which is not much. It's pretty straightforward. There's just different like states that you can be in. So you start out well rested. After 8 hours, you become tired. Nothing really happens when you're tired, but then after 8 hours of being tired, you gain a point of fatigue and you become weary. And then when you're weary, you need some sleep. After 8 hours of being weary, you get another point of fatigue. Then you're exhausted. And when you're exhausted, like every 4 hours after that, you keep getting points of fatigue. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. So it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna be doing this, but there's stuff for like exposure, diseases, hunger and thirst, which I'm not gonna do. But once again, I like the idea of them, and if it wasn't that I'm pretty new to this game still, and I would probably do those. But yeah, I'm at least going to be tracking sleep. So yeah, I should note one nice thing about this game and why I think it works pretty well with Mythic Game Master is that a lot of this game revolves around scenes. It uses the word like scene in there. Like for example, for fatigue, whenever you begin a scene with fatigue, you lose 1 HP. So this game already is structured around the idea of scenes, and food effects last for a scene, or beverage effects last for a scene. A lot of the perk effects may only affect the current scene, or you can maybe only use them once per scene. So I think it's really, I don't know of any other like RPG out there that uses like the word scene and has a lot of its game structured around scenes. So that's why I think this works really well with Game Master or Mythic. I've only tested it a little bit. We'll see how it goes today, but a lot of it just seems to make sense, because the structure of this game and how it frames events is all through scenes, which is how Mythic does stuff. So it just works pretty well. Yeah. See, I was talking about. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, I got off topic there because I was talking about the optional survival rules. But okay, so I guess I'll do that. There we go. So I want to figure out at least one character, maybe 2, and at least 2 threads, just so I have some stuff to start with. I mean, I'm a wanderer, even though I'm pretty young, probably pretty inexperienced. I feel like I would still, know some people, have some threads, stuff like that. So I know when I was reading through this, the Drumlin Diner, I think that's how you pronounce it, right here on the map, is this diner that has been turned into a bit of a trading spot, a trading shop, ran by this woman named Trudy. So I'm gonna add her to the list. Maybe, I mean, this area I'm probably pretty familiar with. If I'm a wanderer, I could find my way around places. Yeah, maybe I'm from this area. Maybe I'm trying to think of which one if there's any settlements on this. Not really. There's Lexington. I don't know if Lexington's I think pretty much taken over by raiders right now. So we'll say I'm probably from Diamond City. I don't know, somewhere in Diamond City. I'm not too familiar with the layouts of Diamond City itself, but probably somewhere in there. And I was probably a city boy, and then just wanted to get out and explore the wasteland, see who I can help, I guess, with my medical skills and whatnot. So, okay, so I got Trudy, who I've traded with once or twice. The diner, I'll put her as a character on the list. If I'm familiar with this area, maybe I've also been to the Abernathy farm. I'm maybe familiar with the community there. I kind of like that idea. Just to add some people, from this map. Let's see, that was part of this Abernathy Farms. Who runs that? Who would I know there? Connie and Blake. I'll just write like Abernathy family. Because you could put like groups in the character list. You could also put like towns and like settlements and stuff. So maybe I'll put like the Abernathy family. So yeah, I like the idea that, I know Trudy from the Drumlin Diner that I've probably just traded with at some point, and maybe either from her, I've heard of the Abernathy family, or maybe they were there trading at some point. Maybe I went to the farm to help out, but I know of some of the family members, Connie and Blake. So then I got 2 characters. Awesome. Let me then think of 2 thread plots. I guess I kind of talked about, I like the idea of helping the Minutemen. I think that sounds like a fun idea. And I know at least this book was saying that currently some of them, or like all of the, just a group of Minutemen led by a senior officer, Preston Garvey, has occupied the museum. And then, yeah, it seems like they got a little overrun or something. So I don't know. I think doing something with that could be really fun. As like my major thing is maybe like Trudy mentions it, or I just hear word. If I'm a wanderer, like I probably, I'm a wanderer. I go talk to people, help people, stuff like that. So I probably pick up a thing or two. So I kind of like that maybe my major quest will be to travel to the Museum of Freedom to help the Minutemen there and see if I can help them, get them out of any like danger that they're in, but also see if I could just provide assistance to help their cause. And maybe that could be my whole kind of one of my main things going on, at least at the beginning, is trying to help the Minutemen and get them established. There also was, what's cool is for each area, they give some quests. And they do have a quest that's pretty much that's like the Minutemen, desperate to establish a settlement, intend to take over the area's sanctuary hills as a new home. While trying, a horde of ghouls falls upon them. Apparently the previous owners of the suburb, clearing out these ghouls would be a great favor to the Minutemen. So I like that, but I kind of like the idea that they're still in the Museum of Freedom. Maybe they haven't even gotten to this point yet, so maybe this is something that come up a little bit later at some point today. Like once we actually, I meet up with them and, help them if they need help getting out of the Museum of Freedom. Though I'm only level 1, so if they're gonna need my help to get out of a place, like they're supposed to be the ones with the guns. I'm just gonna be carrying around a baseball bat and like a syringe and helping people and hitting them with a bat. So okay, would that be a minor quest or a major quest? We'll say it's like I don't know. We'll say that's a major quest, yeah. To museum to help Minute Men. Okay. That's a big M for a major quest. No, I kind of earlier I said I was going to put M behind it if it's a major, M if it's a minor, capital M if it's a major, lowercase m if it's a minor. So that'll be my major quest, is to head there. But what am I doing right now? Like right this very moment. I want some minor quest that I'm like already in the process of, which means also if I haven't yet, I should be starting with 5 luck points. Which I didn't fill that in. So I need to think of some small quest. I'm a bit of a medic. I'm also am good with melee weapons. So ideally, it would be something related to one of those two things. Okay, well, okay. Yeah, this seems like okay. So maybe I am pretty good friends with Trudy. And then I heard about Abernathy Farm. Maybe I've briefly met them in passing by, but I've never been to the farm. Maybe Trudy got word that the daughter is sick. What was the daughter's name? Blake, they have like their daughters. Lucy. Okay, so maybe their daughter Lucy is sick. And they need someone to come out and look. So they reached out to Trudy because Trudy, she's a trader. So there she has lots of people coming and going. So they just kind of were like, hey, Trudy, do you know of anybody? She's like, I'll ask around. And then maybe I just happened to stop by and yeah, maybe I like Trudy also has some medical supplies I can bring and then administer, maybe look at the problem. I don't know. But yeah, maybe I need to go to their farm to take a look at, what was her name? Lucy. Okay. To help heal Lucy. Lucy Abernathy. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good place to start. So I like the idea that maybe we're starting like at the Drumlin Diner, talking to Trudy. She just gave us this quest, and we're about to head off. Yeah, I kind of like that. Got a couple characters, couple threads. I think this is a good point. I'm going to take a quick break. We're pretty much all set up here, so I'm going to take a quick break. I'll come back, and we'll actually just hop right into this and figure out what's going to happen with Marbash and the Minutemen and the Abernathy Farm. See where the crazy GM of Mythic takes us. So I'm gonna be back in a few. Feel free to take a quick break yourself, hydrate, stretch if you're sitting, and yeah, I'll be back in a few. Hello everybody and welcome back to Soul Gaming Sunday Fallout 2D20 RPG edition featuring Mythic Game Master Emulator 2nd edition. I was doing a little bit of reading, just trying to jot down some of the weights of some of the items I grabbed earlier. I grabbed this first aid kit that I got from my origin. Let's take a little look at it. It's pretty cool. Lets me get a healed plus 2 HP upon succeeding the first aid action. Pretty handy because normally first aid action you just heal equal to your medicine rating, which a medicine rating is probably 3, so that's cool. The other thing I noted, it's worth 200 caps. Like, that's a lot of caps. Like, if I just needed the money, there's a good amount of caps right there. But yeah, that's a pretty handy thing. I'm glad I looked at what it did, because I probably wouldn't have realized. So okay, so a quick recap. I am playing Marbash the Survivor, who's a wanderer. Super intelligent, got a good amount of strength and endurance, because you got to be out there in the wasteland by yourself. You got to be able to carry your own weight. Decent charisma and luck, but pretty bad perception and agility. Expertise in medicine, melee weapons, and science. Carrying a baseball bat. Got about 30 caps on me. I took the piercing strike and faster healing perk cards. Yeah, and as far as my threads, I need to head to the museum to help the Minutemen. That's my major quest. But before I do that, I'm going to go to Abernathy Farm to go help heal Lucy, see what's going on with her, try to apply aid and any help I can. So that's where we're going to start. Scene number 1. All right, so I'm going to also just do like a day. Just like, I want to write stuff about the day. So for the sake of keeping the dates a little bit more not super complicated, how I'm going to do it is Iron Valley style, how each season is 25 days. So there's no, yeah, so it's just like the date will be like spring 1 or spring 24 or summer 3 or winter 17. Like, it's just going to be, instead of normal months, the seasons are the months, and then each month will just have 25 days, like 5 days a week in 5 weeks, I think is how I'm gonna do it. I don't know. I'm gonna just, I like the idea of not worrying about months and just doing it like spring 1 or whatever. And then that'll also make it easier because I'm using a weather oracle. So if I'm like, oh, what if today is May, you know, and I need to use my spring oracle or the summer oracle? Like, I don't know. That's a little bit easier this way. So we'll say it's spring. Let's see here. There's 25 days. Let's just roll a d20, see what spring day it is. Sure. Spring 3. Okay. So we'll say it is, the date is spring 3. The weather, let's see what kind of, so it's the spring. So let's roll a, what is it? D100. Once again, I am using the fantastic Iron Valley Weather Oracle just to get some weather. So 85, it's storming out. Ugh. Maybe not a good day for travel, but we will, I mean, if someone's sick, you know, I don't want to just sit around because of rain. That's kind of lame. What else do I need to figure out? I think that's pretty much it. And maybe also, maybe I'll note what time I woke up. We'll say I woke up at like, this seems like such a stupid detail to track, but I don't know. I don't mind tracking it, and it's good to know for tracking fatigue and tiredness, because if I'm like, oh, I mean, it's like every 8 hours it goes down. So we'll say, just to keep things pretty easy, I woke up at 8 o'clock. There we go. Now it doesn't, you know, I'm not going to probably start at, 8 o'clock. That's probably like noonish or something by the time I'm talking to Trudy, doing some trading, and then she mentions about the about Lucy being sick and someone needing to go help. I do also, gonna write this here just so I don't forget. I was just looking at my card up there. I'm like, I know it's right there, but I might still forget. So I'm also gonna note it here, even though I'm probably still gonna forget. But yeah, okay. So yeah, we will start with scene 1. We'll start with how I'll do this is parenthesis behind the scene name. I guess I can zoom in a little bit. Is how I will just write the chaos factor. So we start with chaos factor of 5. For the first scene, I don't think we roll to see if the scene has changed, which I'm cool with. So yeah, we'll just say talking / trading with Trudy. I'm going to keep these descriptions short because I don't know. These don't need to be that lengthy. It's just I want to write a brief sentence about the expected scene. And then obviously for future scenes, we're going to roll and Mythic might change that. But for this first scene, it's business as usual. So let's get into it. So I'm at the Drumlin Diner. We'll say it's, the one thing I also want to note in here. I want to note the time. We'll say it's like 11 something. I don't know. Let me look at detailing. Let's see what time it is. Like 11:30. Cool. 11:30. I'll note that somewhere else next time. But I guess I'll put on the same line like at the end, or I don't know. I just want that. I want to note that, but it's not the most important. 11:30 a.m. We're right in a military time here. Okay. So we're talking and trading with Trudy. I do have some money. I also have some stuff I'm going to sell. So actually, I might actually do some bartering and trading. So yeah, I'm already there talking with her when she mentions Lucy. I'll be like, oh, I'm familiar with the Abernathy family. And she's like, yeah, came down with something and she needs looked at. Could you do it? And I'm like, of course. And so, yeah, she gives me that quest. And then I'm like, well, while I'm here, I need some supplies. I got some stuff that you might want. So I also want to check real quick. There is a little bit in here. I think it's at the beginning of equipment. You could do a barter roll, just a single barter roll to haggle. I'm not probably going to be good at this. Trader you're dealing with also rolls a charisma barter roll. So they would probably just be like a... Whoops. A trader caravan merchant. So they're... What do I roll? Barter plus charisma. So that's a 13 is their target number. And you know what, do I even need to test for this? Would Trudy not give me a discount because I'm accepting this quest for her? Let's ask Mythic. Would Trudy just give me this discount? Like, do I even need to roll for this? I'm gonna say likely, probably not 50-50. I think because I'm doing a favor for her, she might give me a bit of a discount. Likely, very likely. We'll go with likely. Does she give me a discount? 24. Yes, she does, thankfully. Yeah, cool. Okay, so I don't need to roll for the barter because I don't know if I would have passed that. So I'll just assume there's basically 2 levels of discount. You can either get 10%, which is just 10%, discount on stuff you buy, or 10% more you get on stuff you sell. You could also bump that up to 20%. I'm just gonna take the 10% that she's giving me. I'm not gonna push my luck because I want to sell some stuff. Okay, I got like the pipe. I probably don't want to sell the pipe gun because I probably, even though I'm not gonna use a gun, I would probably hate myself if I got rid of my gun just for some extra caps. So let me see what some of this other stuff. So pipe wrench, I'm going to sell, and you get everything. You just get like quarter amount back. So this is like 30. Maybe I'll just write this somewhere. Let's write this up here as I'm like slowly selling stuff. So pipe wrench, I'm gonna keep the pipe gun, I guess, in all my ammo. I'm gonna sell my mentats real quick to her because like I don't really remember what they do and I don't think I really want them. Perception, yeah, I don't really want that. Cost 50, yeah, I'll definitely sell that. That's a good chunk of change, so 50. And then what else do I want to sell? Just my lab coat, I think is the other thing I just want to get rid of. I don't really need these things, so like why not get some extra caps just to have right off the bat. Not right off the bat, I'm carrying around a baseball bat. All right, lab coat, went by it. Where is it? 10, okay. So yeah, total was just 90 if I sell those 3 things. And so what do I get? So normally it sells for 25% of what's worth, but it sells now for 35%. So wait, what is that? Can't do math in my head. It's gonna be like 27 something. Let me see real quick. 90 times 31.5. Does that sound right? That sounds right, right? Because doing 35% of 90, do that. Yeah, that math checks out. 31.5. I think I just round down. So we'll say I just get 31. That's still a lot of caps. Oh man, I only started with 30, so that just about doubled my caps right off the bat. Up to what, like 50, 60, 61 caps. That's pretty good. All right, so I'll get rid of the lab coat, the mentats, and the pipe wrench. Get them out of here. I don't need them. All right, it's just, I guess if I have like 60 something caps, I should see if there's anything I want to buy. So I guess buying and selling in this game, it's kind of weird. You can mainly use a rarity roll to see what the trader has available. So I guess I'll see what they have equal to my luck. So let's see how much. Okay, that's 1, and then I get to re-roll. I get to roll another. Okay, so Trudy only has up to rarity 1 items. That doesn't mean she'll have everything, but for the sake of the stream, we will say that she has pretty much anything rarity 1 or lower. Just to make things easier. I'm not gonna like try to buy anything crazy like a nuke here. Like if she just, maybe I grab some, I don't even know. I'll see if she has any better melee weapons, and then if not, I might just grab like an extra stim pack, and then I'll be on my way. I guess while I'm like buying stuff, I keep flipping, I think, past the page I need. Yeah, let's go for the melee weapons. Let me ask Mythic, if, so like with Lucy, I need to go heal her at Abernathy Farms. Does Trudy, do they know what's wrong with her? Do they have any, I guess they have some idea, right? You can't just be like 6. They have some idea. Am I gonna need like supplies? Like, am I gonna need supplies to go heal her up? Yeah, maybe that'll be my first question. Will I need supplies to heal her up? I'm gonna go with 50-50. So 27. Yes, I'm going to need supplies. So then my follow-up question is, okay, Trudy, if I need supplies, are you going to provide any for me? I'm going to go with likely. Not saying it's a certain thing. No. She says no. Okay. I don't even know what I need then. Then maybe I shouldn't be buying a new weapon. What could I buy though? Does she have, let's see, a super sledge? She wouldn't have. She's got the 2-handed weapons, a pool cue. Not better than mine. A board? I could get a board. That would do a little bit more damage. Oh, no, it wouldn't, because I have a baseball bat. She wouldn't have an aluminum baseball bat. Okay, let me see what kind of medical supply she might have on hand that would probably fit for whatever. Yeah, I have a first aid kit, but do I need one of those? I forget what it's called, but they have like a thing that you can like just detect what's wrong with somebody. Is it like a, I don't even know what it's called. Let me see real quick. I don't know if it'd be in this part or not. I already have the first aid kit. Doctor's bag, it probably wouldn't need. I don't know. What could I say I need? Maybe just a stim pack, which I already have, so I wouldn't need to buy one. But it wouldn't hurt to have another then. Yeah, we'll say that she maybe part of the thing is she got injured, so she just needs stim pack, or maybe if there's something related to diseases, maybe I'll get that. Let me see real quick. Oh, here we go, like antibiotics. Okay. It's more expensive. That's 75 caps, bro. I guess I get the discount of 10%, so like 10% of, what is that, like, so I only have to pay like 70 70-ish, like 68. That's almost, that would be, that's more than I have. I can't afford the antibiotics if that's what she does need. So let's say it's not that, because I couldn't even afford that. So yeah, let's just go with it's like let's go with the stim pack. And I think, yeah, that the healing salve, we'll go stim pack. Okay, I'll buy a stim pack and be on my way. A stim pack costs 50, so for me it costs what, 45? 2, 3, 4, and then 45. That leaves me with not a lot of caps, but it's okay. It'll be worth it to save Lucy. So just add another stim pack to the bag. Yeah, and I guess real quick, let me see how much a pipe gun weighs, because I guess I'm gonna be lugging this around. I want to note down how much the dang thing weighs. Pipe gun. Oh my god, where is it? Small guns, pipe gun, 2 pounds. All right. I'm only carrying like 20 pounds-ish worth of stuff. Not bad. I can carry up to 220. I guess 20 plus whatever my stuff weighs, but I think that's included here, so it's like maybe an extra 3 pounds. Still, I'm not too worried about it. I'm a pretty swole guy. I can carry up to a lot of weight, so 23 pounds. All right, that's enough trading with Trudy. So I got the stim pack that she needs. So maybe it's not that she's ill, but more that she got hurt and just needs healed. We'll say that's more what the scenario is, because I think that's even what I wrote, help heal. So yeah, I think now I just need to head to Abernathy Farms and go see what the situation is there. So we'll say we're on to scene 2. Was I in control that last scene? Well, all I did was talk with Trudy, get a quest. I would say so. So I think like the chaos rank goes up. Right? No, that would feel dumb. I mean, check this real quick. I don't want to get this wrong. It goes up, right? Sorry, just double checking this because I don't want to get this wrong. Almost there. Okay, here we go. I don't know why I'm forgetting this, but I also just don't want to do it incorrectly. A scene that was mostly within your PC's control gives a -1. Scene that was out of control gives a +1. Okay, I guess that makes sense. If it's the chaos factor, stuff's more chaotic. Chaos factor goes up. Makes sense. I just wanted to double check. I don't like getting stuff wrong. So the chaos factor goes down. Since it was pretty chill scene. It started at 11:30. We'll say it's probably like 11:40-ish. It's probably just a little bit later when this next scene starts. So let's go ahead and roll a d10 to test the, see if the expected scene happens as we think it does. 4 does not, because it matched the chaos ranking and it is an even number. The scene is interrupted. So I guess I never actually wrote what the scene was going to be, but it's just heading to the farm. Okay, so and that's this is an interrupted scene, right? Even is interrupted right off the bat, man. Second scene and Mythic's already coming in so winging. So let's see what's going on. So it's gonna be a random event, so we're gonna see what the event focus is gonna be. That's a 100. Whoa, current context. So I guess something is going to happen related to me traveling to the farm. Let's see. So it's gonna be like an action. Yeah, probably some action. Something's gonna happen. So let's roll it up. See what I get. We'll kind of go from there. So what is this? Energize. Inquire. Energize, inquire. Look at the other words. We also got like home and mundane. Okay. Give me a sec. I like the idea that, I know, energize, inquire. I'm gonna re-roll one more time just to get maybe another pair of words, because I don't know if I really like that one. Control. Okay, I like that already better. Let's see where this goes. Control activate or control agreement. Okay, that I feel like I could work with a lot better. Well, control agreement, like the first thing that pops in my head is that I'm trying to, like, at some point I'm trying to pass through an area that some group, probably some raiders, have control over, and they have some, you know, agreement that like this is their area. And I guess that even though I'm pretty familiar with Concord, this region, I guess I didn't know that. So I'm probably going to be walking right through somebody's turf. So real quick, I got these maps here, and it might be kind of hard to see. They do have little squares on them. I don't know exactly how far each of those squares is supposed to be. I'm just gonna say they're a mile each. And this is gonna be a lot of estimating, because like I'm just like, if I'm going from here to here, it's like I don't have a really good way to, like, maybe I should grab like a ruler and like maybe measure this out. But like from here, is there a better way to see, like, oh, it's about the width. It's almost the exact width of my eraser. Great. So I could go like here to, I guess I'm going this way, aren't I? So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. Such a weird way to do it, but it's about 4 miles, I guess, if that's what I'm going to be saying it is, which, sure, that sounds good. There is like traveling rules, but because I'm just doing a pretty short travel, I don't think I need to worry about it too much. There is stuff here about like the terrain and whatnot. So we'll say it's probably normal speed because I think it would be open terrain, but I think because it's storming, that might bump me down like a level. So what did I say, like 4 miles? So that's gonna take me like a little over an hour. It'd take me about 1 o'clock is when I'd show up. But we'll say maybe an hour in. I will say maybe in the first little chunk, as I'm maybe getting to like, there's this crossroads here that I would have to just kind of start going off the path. That is where I run into this group that has some blockade set up. So, God. All right. Okay, well, who are these people? Are they raiders? I'm gonna ask, are they raiders? Because I don't know. Are they raiders? That's my question. 70, I didn't even give it a likelihood. I think probably 50-50. So are they raiders? No. They're not. Okay. Wait. Yes, they are. Wait, I might be reading. Oh, yeah, they are not. Yeah. Okay, so they're not raiders. They're probably just with some settlement then. Okay, so they've stopped me. Do they seem overly hostile? Like, are they like pointing guns at me, like, you know, yelling for me to get on the ground, or are they just a little bit more casual? So when we ask, like, are they hostile? I'm gonna go 50-50 on this one, 'cause I'm not too sure. 63. So no, they're not. I'm sorry, I just want to. Yeah, they're not. Give me a second. Double checking something real fast here. What did I roll? 63. I said 50-50. So yeah, they're not. Sorry, I like making sure I'm doing the rules right. So they're not raiders. They're not super hostile. Okay. Do they have some like group name I could like give these people? Because they're not really near a settlement. They're kind of just set out here wherever. I don't know if there's a good mythic table for like group names. I could probably just do, do like descriptor object. That usually works pretty good. Let's do descriptor object to see what I get, like a name for these people. 5. Beautiful or beautifully? Let's go with neither. Give me something else. 52. The lavish. Honestly, I'll go with beautiful. That was like the first one. I don't really like lavish either. So the lavish or the beautiful. That doesn't make sense. It's like it was like the beautiful. I don't even remember what it was. It's too late. It's gone. The beautiful, the unusual. So how about the unusually beautiful? Is what they call themselves. I like the idea that they call themselves the unusually beautiful, and it's just a bunch of ghouls. I kind of like that idea. The unusually beautifuls. It's just a bunch of ghouls. All right, so they stop me, and they're not overly hostile, but they clearly they don't want me going through their territory. Are they asking for anything? Like, are they asking for caps or anything like that for me to pass through, or are they just saying no? So let me ask, like, are they asking me for something to go through? I'm gonna go with likely. It'd be 50-50, I don't know. 58. So they're not asking me for anything. So I think that just means I'm gonna have to take a different route. They're just like, no, you can't go through this way. So I was maybe gonna like go further up the path and then take that across, but now I'm just gonna like go straight through, which maybe, I don't know, we'll say adds like a half hour. And this talk probably adds some time. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna go through your territory, ghouls. I'll be on my way. Well, I guess let me get I already got unusually beautiful. So I was gonna maybe get a name for the person I'm talking to. Would they give me their name? If I asked their name, would they tell me? I think likely. They're not like overly hostile. No. They don't. Okay. Well, shoot. Okay, so I guess I have to take a different path to Abernath Farms. But I get there, and it takes me, I estimated it was probably 1. So it's probably like 1:30 by the time I show up. So, okay. And I guess I'll just start maybe a new scene with me actually like rolling up to Abernath Farms. Abernathy. And yeah, just trying to see what's going on there. So we'll start a scene 3. We'll say the chaos rank did go up because that last scene, it didn't go too great. I mean, I got held off at a point that I couldn't really go past, and I mean, I didn't really make any checks, but like I'm not very charismatic, so I don't think I was gonna be able to like talk my way out of there. So we'll say it's about, yeah, like 1 o'clock by the time I roll up. So arrive at farm to help Lucy. Okay. A chaos rank is 5. Let's see if the scene is altered or whatever. No, got an 8. Is above the chaos rank of 5. So we're chilling. Took me a little bit longer to get there. Had to go around the ghouls area, their little choke point, and then it's still storming, so like that makes it a lot slower to get places, but I arrive at the farm, and I guess since it's storming, there's probably not too much work going on outside, but I make my way up to the front of the house and knock at the door, and wait a little bit, and I assume that we'll say who answers the door. Is it the husband or the wife? We'll say 50-50. Is it the husband? 84. No, the wife answers. Okay, so I already forgot her name. I know it's Blake and something. Blake, I think, is a guy. Let me see real fast if I can pull that part back up. Connie Abernathy is the one who comes to the door. So yeah, I knock. It's a couple minutes later, whatever. Short bit of time passes, and Connie shows up. We'll say, I mean, I've probably met both the husband and the wife, so she probably opens the door cautiously. I don't know how often they get visitors there, but she hopefully recognizes my face, and she opens the door. I reintroduce myself just in case she doesn't remember me. I won't hold it against her. It's the wasteland, probably see a lot of people, and it's probably easy to forget someone just passing by, but I'm like, oh, I'm Marbash. I I'm friends with Trudy. We met that one time at her place, and yeah, Trudy was telling me you need medical assistance with your daughter, and I got medical assistance, so here I am. And I imagine she would be very happy to hear that someone is here to help treat the medical injuries that her daughter has. So she gestures me to come inside out of the pouring rain, and I wipe my shoes off on the mat, and I got carrying my doctor's bag. I probably don't have as soon as I probably pulled up to the farm, I was wielding my baseball bat, but I probably stowed that in the back, and maybe carrying my little first aid kit just to seem a little bit less menacing. I don't think I would have opened the door with a baseball bat wielded. But yeah, that she takes me to a room where Lucy is there, sick. And so I start asking what happened, and Connie mentions that there was an accident on the farm when she was working. I wonder, can we just get I was gonna say there's an accident, but let's maybe try to add a little bit of flavor. Let's see if Mythic can tell me what kind of accident happened. 44. What's 44? We got fight and 56. Oh boy. Inquire or fight. I don't like this. 56 sucks. Give me another one. Fight, carry, or fight conflict. Ooh. So, yeah, maybe Lucy got into a bit of a fight with someone or something. This might get a little spicy. So one bit of text in here for the Abernathy farm is that I'll read through it. In addition, their daughter Lucy works the farm with their parents to survive. The family's late daughter, Mary, rests in a grave nearby, and her parents hold a specific resentment towards the raiders in the area for causing this loss. Should an opportunity present itself, they ask the Wanderer to help track down and deal with these raiders. So they lost a daughter to some raiders at some point, and the parents specifically are very, they hold a resentment towards these raiders. So what I'm curious is, that said, fight and I forget what was the other one, conflict. My question is, was it the raiders? Was it just some mole rat or something, or was it the raiders? These raiders that killed their other daughter, did they injure her? Is that who injured Lucy? I think that'd be really interesting. I don't know, maybe it was just, a mole rat, or a bloat fly. I don't know, just some random insect or animal. But let's ask Mythic. Chaos ranking of 5. Was it the raiders? Maybe should I ask was it? Yeah, because if I ask, okay, well, you ask it, was it raiders that attacked Lucy? I'm gonna go with likely. It's likely. Nah, I'll go 50. The raiders have came over here in the past and literally killed one of their daughters. We'll go with likely. It's either 50-50 or likely. I'm gonna go with likely. 10. Oh no. That's an exceptional yes. So I think that means exactly what I was kind of thinking. It means that not only was Lucy attacked by some raiders, it was the raiders, the same group that took Mary from the Abernathy family, which is brutal. What the raiders? What I assume they're probably familiar-ish with the group. How did they how's this raider group distinguish themselves? I want to give them some descriptor, the Crimson Raiders, something like that. I just want some. And we get some descriptor for these raiders. Whoops, I didn't mean to roll that one. Can't see that one too. Oh, 82. The Rotten Raiders. I kind of like Rotten Raiders. What was the other? 82. The simple raiders? Yeah, I don't know. I want like risky raiders. I don't know. So these aren't terrible, but I'm just trying to see what else we got. I don't want to be trying to figure this out too much. I just want like some good like descriptor or something. What is this? The repel raiders, the small raiders, the small raiders. I think I kind of like the rotten raiders. The rotten raiders, yeah. Is that on this one? Yeah, rotten. This one was politely, the politely raiders. Yeah, okay, so I like the idea that it's some raiding group called the Rotten Raiders. Maybe they have a specific type of armor, or maybe they just like they need some way that they kind of stand out. Probably not just that they smell. Like, I don't know, probably like what their appearance looks like. Maybe they do look a lot more just rotten, like dirty and just nasty compared to other raiders. You know, maybe a lot of raiders have like decent armor. Like they have, this is the armor that they have. It was like maybe rusted and really just like people, they probably also just smell. But we'll add them, rotten raiders. Wow, that's crazy. So the same raiders. Okay, well this might become a major plot line. Okay, wasn't expecting this. Okay, so getting all this info. So the rotten raiders attacked. Well, Lucy was out there and she got injured. That's the sitch. So what I think I need to do is I want to, I guess, give her the stim pack. I don't know if I need to like do a medical test. I mean, I'll probably do that anyway, but I also want to see if like, I think you just, with the stim pack, you just gain health. Triple check, triple double flip. Stim pack can be used one of two ways. It can be applied using the take chem action, healing 4, retreating an injury immediately. Or it could be applied as far as the first aid action, healing 4 HP. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, so I can use it as part of the first aid action. Okay, so let's say, like, let's give me a part of her body that's maybe injured. Her head, not her noggin. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll do a first aid test, which is what I do: intelligence plus medicine. The test, difficulty equal to injuries, which I guess she has 1. She probably has some head injury, which is not a good kind to have. So if I'm doing a medicine intelligence test, that's going to be 3. My intelligence 11, and my faster healing is only for myself. Dang it. Okay. But don't I get, or was that another perk I was thinking about that I just didn't take? Well, am I stupid? Am I thinking of a different perk? Because I thought I had a thing that was like buy a free thing, like the first D20 you get is free. Am I thinking of a different perk card? Hold on a second. I just want to make sure. I don't know if that's an ability I have or that was one I was thinking about. Let me triple check I'm not like forgetting, because that's pretty important. Is that like a healing one? Give me what was this one? You heal an additional. Just trying to think, was that not an ability I had, or is that? I know with my bag I get. That's what it was. Medic. there was the medic perk and I didn't grab it because instead I chose fast healer. Dang it. Okay. Okay. But yeah, with at least with my bag, I get to heal +2. The stim pack will heal 4. And depending on how good of a roll I get, I think I'm going to, I could rally first, right? I don't know if I could just rally whenever to try to get some extra action points. I don't know if I could just do that whenever. I think it would make sense to do charisma plus speech, but that's a bad test for me. I'd only get 8. I'll try it. When we do a rally action, I'm not too sure if actions handle the same outside of combat as they do inside of combat. I'm just gonna assume they do, so I could just rally to gain charisma plus speech, just to try to, like, I don't know, hype up Lucy and be like, it's gonna be okay. Like, I got some stim packs, you know, a healer's kit, gonna be patched up. So the target number was 8. I did get 1 success, so that's something. So it generates me an action point, which I will use. Wait, I shouldn't have rolled. Should I have rolled 3? I think I've only should have rolled 2. I do that again. Hold on. Charisma plus speech, 8. Okay, no, I don't get anything from that. At least it didn't generate any complications. Okay. Then I'm just gonna do the first aid test, and I guess I don't have any action points to do this. So intelligence plus medicine means I am testing, my target number is 11. Difficulty equals number of injuries, so a difficulty of 1. Whoa, I got a 5 and a 1. So that's 1, and that's a crit. So that means it's 3 successes. I just needed 2, so that means I generated 2 action points. Write that up here. Finally getting some action points to use. Thank goodness. That 2 is really sloppy. I'm gonna rewrite that real fast. There we go. 2 action points. Finally getting somewhere. Excited. Okay, and not only that, the first aid went pretty well. On a success, I can either, so I can treat an injury and use the stim pack, which is nice. The thing I want to triple check is, can I still, I want to see how I want to reread the first aid bag to see how that works with the heal plus 2 HP upon succeeding at the first aid action. So I don't have to heal that. So I will treat her head injury, give her the stim pack, and I will also add the extra plus 2 from the doctor's bag. For the first aid kit, I don't have a doctor's bag. That's a separate thing. Yeah, get rid of one of my stim packs, treat her head wound, heal up her health, and yeah, took a bit of time, but she's as healed as I am going to be able to do that. So, yeah, I think that's a completion for this quest. Did I do? I don't think I did any crazy tests yet. So since this was just a minor test, let's see, a minor quest, level 1, I only get 20 XP. That's all right. Just need to start killing some stuff or something. Okay. Also, would they give me any caps? I assume in this game, most quests are going to give you caps. So I'm either going to do, I came up with like a system I was using earlier, because it gives a range. It's either like 10 to 25 caps per quest. So I imagine minor quests, I'm gonna do like 5 plus a D10. Major quests, I'll do 10 plus a D20. So minor quest, 5 plus a D10. So that's a 5. So she gives me 10 caps. Along with, I got the XP for completing the quest. And with that, quest complete. Lucy is slowly regaining her health and will hopefully be on her feet soon. Especially that nasty head injury. You don't want to mess around with those. So okay. So after completing this, I'm just like chilling, maybe in the other room, you know, just drinking a Nuka-Cola with Connie and Blake as Lucy's resting in the other room. I'm curious if they would ask me about the Rotten Raiders and see if I would help. So let me see if they would even like float the idea towards me. So would they ask for my help with the Rotten Raiders? I think, let's see, Chaos ranking of 5. I'm gonna go with 50-50 or unlikely. Like if I came here to do medical stuff, I don't think they're gonna be necessarily asking me, but I'm also like gonna be a pretty jacked dude. You know, I'm carrying around a baseball bat, so yeah, I'm gonna go unlikely. Would they ask me to help with the Raiders? No, they don't. Okay. So maybe it's either something that they don't want to deal with at the moment, or they think will just go away, or they're going to deal with without me. But it seems like they have the Raider situation all taken care of. Okay, great. So Lucy's being healed up. The Raiders, they don't want my help with. Is there anything else? Any other like small tasks that they could do that I could do for them? So I'll ask them, like, you know, while I'm here, anything else you need? You know, any other medical stuff? Any other thing I can do for you? Just ask it basically for another quest. I'm gonna go with likely. I'm gonna say it's likely that they might have something for me. That's a no. They don't. They're like, nope, we have our hands full with, you know, trying to treat Lucy and, you know, figuring out this Raider situation. So they're like, nope, we're all good here. So I'm like, okay, my job is done. I guess I'm gonna head to the museum then, right? I don't know. I guess it's probably too early for me to rest up. I could chill out. Yeah, I don't know. Because I woke up at 8, so at this point I'm like an hour or two away from. I'm like 3 hours away from my fatigue going down, or till I become tired. Right? I'm well rested now, and then I become tired, and then after that, I become weary. So I'll probably, trying to hit bed around, you know, midnight, so I could wake up at 8, just to try to keep it pretty. So I got time. Wait, if I go to bed at midnight, yeah. I can sleep for more than 8 hours, so I'll probably just sleep 9 hours, and then I won't have to worry about the fatigue. So, okay, like 11 then. Okay. So what am I gonna do for the rest of the day? I need to head to the Museum of Freedom at some point to start figuring out the Minutemen situation. I could head there, could head back to Trudy's. See, the thing is, like, I don't even have like sleeping equipment on me, so I don't know where I'm gonna sleep. That's like the thing I'm trying to figure out, like, in my head. But, see, it sucks that I was hoping the Abernathys would say they need help on the farm, so I could just like hang out here for the day and I don't know, just dick around the farm and then rest here. Guess not. So maybe yeah, maybe because I don't, like, my character wouldn't have this map, but so I don't know everything on the map. But I like the idea that maybe there's like maybe I could, like, I know of this red rocket station here, and so maybe I get the idea of, like, okay, but the people at the Museum of Freedom probably need my help. I'm just trying to think, okay, maybe if I go there, then I'm just thinking of some place I can, like, get a bed. But, like, even if I go to Red Rocket Station, they probably don't have just beds there. You know, it's a gas station. So maybe I will head to Museum of Freedom, see if I can hopefully help the Minutemen out. At least get inside there, see what they need help with. Maybe find a place to sleep. And tomorrow we start just figuring out what to do to help them, and I guess maybe help take back Sanctuary. That'd be kind of cool, because the one thing I really like the idea of Sanctuary, especially because it's just like it's an island. There's like only like 2 bridges. It makes it super easily defendable. So I think it's a neat idea to try to get that as some sort of a stronghold. So I definitely want to pursue that. So yeah, I guess scene 4, I'm going to head to the Museum of Freedom. Arrive at the farm. I would say that scene I was definitely in control. I mean, I got to the farm, nothing happened to me. Like, you know, there was like a mole rat at the farm or something. The parents were home. I was able to treat Lucy, get information about the raiders, get paid for the quest. That's as good as it gets. I think that's chaos rank goes down. We'll say that probably killed maybe an hour to do all of that. So it's probably around 2 o'clock now. And I'm going to head to Museum of Freedom. And see if I can go help the Minutemen get this major quest figured out. So chaos ranking of 4. It's a new scene. I don't think I have to update any of these lists. We'll keep everybody going and see if the scene is going to be altered or anything. It is going to be rolled less than the chaos rank. It is odd, so the scene is altered. Yes. Okay. How do I want to alter the scene? So I like the idea that maybe Game Master book here. There's random tables in here, so maybe we'll use one of these. Altered. I mean, that means yeah, I'm trying to think of like the best. This is also kind of like if it's interrupted, but I was gonna do like a random thing out of there. Maybe I still will. Hold on, let me like get a better definition of. Hold on, sorry. Just trying to see, because I know it has. Pulling up the PDF on my phone, like some suggestions for what to do for like an altered scene. I'm just trying to find that nice list. I know I was reading through this earlier. I know it's somewhere. Not here. I'm struggling to find this. I don't want to look too long. I just want to find this little. I remember it being a nice thing. Scene start. No. Here it is. This little thing. This is what I was looking for. It was kind of hard to see. Yeah. So it's the next expectation, or you could do a tweak, fate question, meeting table inspiration, scene adjustment table. I kind of like the scene adjustment table, maybe. Or maybe I'll do, what's it? I don't know. I think I might just go with my original idea that some random encounter happens. I know that might not be technically, that might be more of an interrupted scene than an altered scene. But if I'm just going somewhere, like I think that makes kind of the most sense. So they have this nice ordinary encounters. You just do an ordinary encounter. Nothing too crazy. Let's see what I get. A 4. Raiders versus settlers. I hear gunfire. Find a group of raiders attacking a small group of settlers. So just like farmers and traders. It's up to me if they want to intervene and who I help. Okay. So I'm traveling along to... I guess I also didn't say how long this was going to take. I guess probably like... It's only like 2 miles. So it should only take me... I travel like 3 miles an hour. About an hour, you know. 2 miles. Takes me like 40 minutes, I guess. So I try to head there, and at some point I hear gunshots, and I guess this is probably pretty close to Concord, because I think, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Concord is, it's not Raider Overrun. I know definitely in Lexington there's a ton of Raiders, but I forget what Concord's deal is. Let me see real fast. Okay, no. Currently, the location exists as a stronghold for raiders. The location is incredibly dangerous. The average wastelander. Okay, so yeah, that is Concord also. That's pretty bad. I think maybe I got it mixed up. And I think Lexington, there are raiders, but they got kind of overrun at some point by like super mutants, feral ghouls. So Lexington has a lot of feral ghouls. So like the raiders like they go like all in the overpasses and stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna head to there, and as I get pretty close, we'll say I'm pretty much like maybe in Concord, almost to the museum. I see a group of raiders attacking some settlers. Let me just reread this real quick. What was it again? Find a group of raiders attacking a small group of settlers. It's up to us. It's up to me if I want to intervene and who they help. Okay, well, here's the thing. I'm level 1. I'm pretty limited in my capabilities. I don't know how well a group battle against some raiders is going to go. I might just ignore it. I feel bad, like... Okay, maybe there's something I can do. If they have guns, like if I try to go up with a baseball bat, like it's like bringing a baseball bat to a gunfight. Do I intervene? Do I not? Who do I help? Do I help the raiders? Act like one of them? Get some of the loot? Betray them? That could be kind of fun, but then that would involve me killing some survivors. I'm definitely going for more of a good character in this run. You know, I'm being a bit of a medic, trying to help people. I'm a wanderer, not really a raider, so I feel like I wouldn't side with the raiders, even just to like scam them. That would be pretty funny though. I could, you know, it's a possibility, but I don't think I want to go down that route. That doesn't make the most sense for the character I'm playing. I don't know. I guess I could intervene, but like, how many raiders are there? How many survivors are there? Am I gonna have to get into some big group battle? So that's gonna be great. I mean, I want to do some combat. We haven't done any combat yet, but at the same time, like, I don't know if a big raider team versus a survivor team is something I want to do. Because they're already getting shot at. They probably wouldn't even see me, so I can maybe sneak attack, hit one of the raiders, and then... I don't know. Let me look real quick. I'm curious, like, what level raiders are, because like, I was looking through some of these, and I'm not 100% on how to like properly balance combat encounters also, so that's the other thing I'm a little hesitant about, because NPCs have like levels. So I think like earlier, like I was fighting some like rad roaches and, you know, mole rats, and that all went fine, but yeah, some raiders, yeah, they're like level 2, level 10. Yeah, Raider Psycho, Raider Scaver, Raider Veteran. There's a lot of different types of raiders. And it's not gonna be just one either. What do I want to do? Okay, you know what? What if how many raiders are there? We'll say there's probably, how many survivors are there? There's 2. How many raiders are there? There's 2. Okay. So I like the idea that maybe I sneak up on one of the raiders, try to take them out, and then I'll yell to the other 2 survivors go get the other one. And we'll do some combat. Because I kind of want to do some combat at some point. And this seems like a pretty good opportunity. So what I want to do is see while this fight is going on. This ain't gonna go good. Can I sneak? Can I get the first attack pretty much? Am I going to be, while these raiders are attacking these survivors, sneak up with my baseball bat and try to whack at this dude? That's also like with combat, somebody always goes first. Like there's initiative, of course, but then like yeah, there's someone initiates combat, so someone gets like a first attack. Yeah, the character who initiated combat takes a turn before the first round. So we'll say, because yeah, I could do the full 2 raiders and 2 survivors, and then just have them. Yeah, maybe I could give that a shot. Like the wastelanders. Got a vault dweller. Minuteman. No, it wouldn't be like a Minuteman. We'll say it's probably a trader. That seems like so much work to do both of that. Okay, so we'll have 2 raiders, a trader, and just some wastelander. Okay, so how I'm gonna do this is what is everybody's initiative? They have 11, 13, and 11. So we'll go trader. Is how much health? I just want me to track the health. And then we'll go the raider has 8 health. Okay, this might be a pretty balanced fight, maybe. We'll go wastelander. They have how much health? This might be a bit of a slow combat. But you know what? Let's get a bit of a group fight going. I'll do the other raider. And they have 8 health. And then at the bottom of initiative with 8 is Marbash. Great. I guess since I'm initiating the combat, I mean, the main thing I want to know is, I don't know if I need to do like a sneak test or, yeah, maybe I'll do like a sneak test of difficulty like 1. It's probably not gonna be that hard because they're in the middle of attacking these survivors, so they're probably not being too worried about what's going around them, and I probably could get like a pretty good position out of their like line of sight since they haven't seen me yet. So I'm gonna do a sneak agility test. So that's gonna be a 5 is my target number. I'm gonna take an extra dice. I'm gonna bump down my action points to 1 and use an extra dice to hopefully get this. So I need to get 5 or lower. Whoops. Oh, that was a 2. I wish I would have counted that. Okay, I did get a 2. So thankfully I was able to be a bit stealthy, holding my baseball bat. These raiders are attacking this, I guess, a trader, and I'm guessing the wastelander is just somebody that the trader was trading with. And I sneak up behind one of the raiders. I gesture to like those 2 as I'm coming up. I'm like, you 2 attack him. And then boom, I swing at this dude with my baseball bat. So since I initiate combat, I get a round to go first. So I guess I'll attack. It doesn't really matter. We'll just the one raider. So what is their defense? Their defense is 1. Okay, that's not too hard to hit then. Do I want to try to hit a specific spot? I guess. No, not really. So I'm gonna use my baseball bat. try to swing. So this is going to be a melee weapon attack, which means strength plus melee weapon is 10. 10's my target number. And I need to get at least one. Do I want to get an extra d20? Or maybe I'll aim. I'll use my bonus action to aim. Right, I should probably do that. And then I'll make sure to aim for the, not for the head, but just really take a very, take time aiming up my shot with my baseball bat. And let's see what I can do. So I'm going to re-roll this 11. That 2 is really good. That 3 is really good. Because those are both critical successes because I am using a melee weapon, which is a tag skill. I have a rank 3, so crits are generated on 3, 2, or 1. So technically this is 4 successes. I only needed 1. So that means I generated 3 points. So I'm up to 4 action points. Jeez. This is brutal. Okay. And then I get to swing at this guy with my with the baseball bat, which has piercing +1. Oh, so I need to determine my hit location, right? Yeah, I do that first. So where am I actually hitting this raider? In the head. Awesome. So then let me roll my 4 damage dice. Okay. And then I will spend a luck point, I think, to do some of the luck stuff. Specifically re-roll some of the damage. So I'm gonna spend a luck point because I haven't done that at all yet. I'll go down to 4 and I'm gonna re-roll these 2 damage dice. Okay. So that pierces through armor, doesn't really matter. So 3, and then I add 2, so it did 5 damage. No, 6 damage total because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I add 2, 6 damage total. So this raider is down to 2 health, but unfortunately, they're still alive. And so now we're in initiative order, starting with the trader. So let's see, let's flip to the trader real fast. I'm gonna be doing a lot of flipping back and forth here. Okay, what does the trader have as far as weapons? Oh, they have a pistol? Awesome, okay. So they are going to aim their pistol at the other raider, the one I'm not attacking, and they're gonna try to take a shot at them. I imagine, let's see, a pistol I'm pretty sure is range close, so that's fine. Yeah, they're within good range, so I don't think there's any change in difficulty for the test. Target number is 8. They got a 2 and a 15, so they only need to hit once. So that works out good. Where are they hitting? The torso. Okay. And what kind of, they do 3 burst physical damage. Has the inaccurate quality? Wait, it has some like crazy qualities. What is inaccurate? Okay, well that's fine. Close quarters, what does that do? Okay, cool. So yeah, 3 damage. Yeah, let's see what they do. Okay, so that's just 2 hits on them, and it hit them. The torso, I think is what I said. I think they have some armor. Yeah, they do have some torso armor, so they are only taking 1 damage, unfortunately. So that raider is down to 7 damage as the trader fires back with a 10mm pistol and hits them, but they're still looking good. Hits them right in the chest, but that's where they have some armor on. So this other raider, it's their turn now, and I just whapped them with my baseball. I whapped them with my baseball bat. And it did 6 damage, right? So they would have taken a critical hit. Specifically, they would have taken a critical hit on the head, and that's no good. It's probably the spot you don't want to take a crit. Your old noggin. So let me flip back to combat and see what's going on there. I think it's just they don't take actions this turn. I'm pretty sure is what happens. You're momentarily dazed and lose your normal actions in your turn, though you may spend action points for extra for extra actions as normal. How many? So I guess they don't do anything. That's awesome. So I've dazed that raider. That's sweet. Okay, well that works out fantastic. So then we go back to the wanderer, not the wanderer, the wastelander, and see what they're doing. So what kind of weapon do they have? They have a double barrel shotgun. Okay. They're gonna try to fire that off, and their target number is 8. So let's see what they get. Oof, a 14 and a 20. A 20 is a complication. I think the simple one just for now is that they fire, they miss, they fire. I feel like I'm gonna get hit. I feel like I'm getting hit here. I feel like this makes no sense because these raiders are kind of near each other. I'm standing behind the one. They fire a double barrel shotgun and miss. I feel like a complication could just be I get hit, which I don't love, but it does 5 damage, bro. Honestly, this might be too bad of a combo. You know what? Maybe I'll just say, you know what the complication could be? Maybe they're just out of ammo. Maybe they shot it, boom, miss, and now they're out of ammo. Because I don't want to take that much damage. That seems a little bit harsh for them messing up. So we'll say, yeah, the wastelander, completely missed. So now we're to the other raider, the one that's not dazed. Would the raider attack the survivors? Would the raider, let me ask this. Would the raider attack me? Because I just attacked their friend, put him out for a round. These survivors are attacking this other raider. But do they care about me or do they care about this? I'm gonna say, would they attack me? Chaos ranking of 4. I'm gonna go it's unlikely they're gonna attack me. 82. Yes, they are attacking me. So I imagine I'm right up pretty close to this other raider. So they're probably gonna use their tire iron on me. So they're gonna try to take a swing at me. And we'll say, you know what? They're gonna use one of their action points to get an extra D20 to really try to hit me. A 2 and a 3. My defense is only 1, so they will definitely hit. They're gonna hit me in the right leg with their tire iron, and it's gonna do, yikes, 3 damage to my right leg. I do have 1 physical damage resistance, so I only take 2 damage, bringing me down to 10 health. That's okay. I'm all right. Because now it's my turn. I could finish off the other raider or wail on the one that's full of health. I'm gonna finish off the other guy. So I'm gonna aim with my baseball bat again. And I'm going to purchase an extra D20. Give myself 3, even though the test, I only need 1. But let's see what I can do. My target number is 3 plus that, so 10. That's my target number, and I got a 10 and a 9. Oof, but I did get a 19. So that's 2 successes. So I did hit them. I also generated a complication. What could the complication be? Because normally complications happen on 20s. Oh, but I did aim, right? I didn't re-roll that, so I can re-roll that. That's a 17. Okay, cool. No complication. We're good. So, and that's 2 successes, which means I can bank one of those successes as an action point. And then let's roll the hit dice to see where on the body I hit them. That's going to be in the torso. I'm going to be doing 4 damage dice here. So 3. And I get 5 total. And it does have piercing. So I think I just do the full 5 to them. So they're dead. Yeah. I mean, I was attacking the weak one, so regardless, they're pretty dead. Yeah. So that was it for my turn. Back to the top of the order with the trader, who I guess sees me take out the one guy and focuses his aim on the other with his 10mm pistol. Let's see if they're able to take them out. They completely miss. Great. Good job, trader. So I guess it's back to the wastelander then, who's going to, I guess if they're out of ammo, they're going to run up to the raider with their machete as their bonus action, and then maybe just attack as their action. Target number is 7, and they do get a success. So where are they going to hit with a machete? They're hitting them in the torso, and the machete does 2 damage. So they have armor for their torsos. They only take 1, bringing them down to 6 damage. Does the raider continue attacking me? I'm gonna go with likely. Yeah, likely, I guess. I don't know. Yep, they do. So I guess they have what, their tire iron they're probably going to attack me with. So they get their 2d20. Tire iron, their target number is 8. That's a 5, so that does hit. They are going to hit me in my left arm. And their tire iron does 4 damage dice. So left arm, take 2 damage. I have my outfit covers my arm, so I only take 1. Bringing me down to 9 health. All right. All right, then it's back to my turn. All right, I'm gonna try to finish this guy off. I'm going to aim, bonus action on my baseball bat, and then I'm going to spend an action point to get another d20 for this test and really try to finish this raider off. They have 6 health. I could probably do that, right? Whoa, that's a really good roll. So I needed less than 10. I got a 1, that's critical success, and I got a 5 and a 6. Those both succeed. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. And we needed 1. So that's 3 extra successes. So I'm currently going to be maxed out on my action points. That is really nice. So then I'm going to see where I hit this guy. Right leg, okay. And let me flip back to, let's see here. Just want to double check something. Okay, so I say right leg, yeah. And I'm gonna spend 2 action points to try to do 2 extra dice worth of damage. This is gonna bring me down to 4. That means I roll all 4 of these, I'll roll 2 extra, and then add 2. Let's see what that's gonna be. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, and along with my 2, 8, 9. That is going to be enough to kill the other raider. That's a victory. Well, first we get some XP. I get 17 per raiders. Was it 34? Not bad. So that bumps me up to 54. That's halfway there to level 2. 54 XP. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go talk with this trader and this wastelander to see if they're okay and like what happened. Yeah, so let me get like get some names here. I know Mythic has a name. I'm not the biggest fan of the name generator here, but I just need something. What I like is it makes the name and it's not just like a list of names, it's like a name creator. I guess it's nice. So I get a name for this trader. 57 Nah 36 Nagra. Okay. The trader's name is Nagra. And the wastelander is Bra. What was this? 92? I should have read that. Bavis? Is that what I said? So what is this? I don't even know if I wrote that down right. Bavis? Bavis? What was it? I already forgot the first one we were reading. Roll it. Tessa? Tisa? T-I-S-A-H? Tisha? Tisa? Bavis and Tisa are the name, and we'll say trader. It's the Bavis, and that's the okay. I mean, I'm gonna start asking these guys some questions. So, like, what happened? So you getting attacked? Like, what's going on here? Do you know these raiders, or are they just like complete random people that like jumped you? So let me. That's a lot of questions. Let me ask. Do you know these raiders? Like, do you know these people? Chaos ranking is 4. Let's say 50-50. Who knows? 9. Yes. Yes, they know the raiders. Okay. Well, shit. Is it the Rotten Raiders? I'm gonna go with very unlikely. That's the Rotten Raiders. Yeah, no, it's not the Rotten Raiders. Okay. So it's just some other raiding, just generic raiders, we'll say. I'm like, well, great. Glad I could help. My name's Marbash. If you ever need anything, you know, life saved again. I'm a doctor, kind of, so I can help you. And yeah, I was like, I gotta be on my way, heading to Concord. Well, this guy's a trader, right? Maybe. Oh wait, I also could loot the bodies. They all both have road leathers, pipe gun, tire irons, and wealth 1. It's wealth 1. Is that like a table I roll on? I don't really know what wealth 1 means, to be honest. I bet there's like a wealth table somewhere. I bet it's probably not where I'm looking. Probably in the game master part. Hold on, I'm curious what this wealth 1, because that's just rolling for caps. I want my caps. Am I dumb? What am I missing here? None of this. No. It's useless. Is it in the GM toolkit? What is wealth 1? I don't know if I've ever... There's chems, weapons, food, ammunition, clothing. What is... I don't know what wealth is. I don't know what wealth 1 is. Let me like do the lazy way real quick. I'm gonna pull up the PDF on my phone and search for wealth and see what comes up. Oh no, here we go. Wealth. Is there some wealth table? Oh my god, I forgot this is called the Commonwealth. The word wealth shows up so much. I don't know. This is... I don't know what wealth 1 means. Sorry, I do not see it in here. Oh, these look like they're talking about the Commonwealth. Oh, there's more. Well, load more, bro. Oh, and The app crashed. Okay, whatever. Okay, well, I'm gonna loot the raiders and then just immediately sell whatever back, I guess. I don't know why there's no like wealth. I feel like that's just a loot table, but I don't know where it would be. No, this is gonna drive me insane. There's loot tables, but no wealth. Give me a wealth table. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Like I said, I'm just gonna loot the raiders. I guess if this guy's a trader, I also think since I saved their life, they would probably give me. They would definitely give me the 10% discount. Would they give me the 20% discount? I'm gonna go with. We'll go with 50-50. 79. No, they are not giving me the 20%. So still a 10% discount. I'll take that. So how much can I get for all this stuff? I keep probably flipping by it right here. No, that's why I keep flipping by because I'm not in the right section. Here we go. So road leathers, pipe gun, tire iron. Let's see real quick how much all that's worth. Road leathers is probably in the leathers section, I would imagine. I know there's a specific raider part, right? Raider. What was it called? The road leathers? Road leathers. That's not. How is that not one? There's a specific part for raider armor and it's not there. You kidding me, bro? It's ridiculous. Road leathers? Where the hell is this? I don't see it. Man, I just want some money for this armor I'm snatching. I don't want to sit around here too long. It should be like. Am I reading it wrong? Is it? No, it's road leathers. I don't see it in here. Oh, there it is. My goodness. It's only worth 5 caps. Oh, that searching. Okay. So times that by 2, so I get 10, and they also have pipe gun and a tire iron. Pipe gun. I'm just gonna search for these real fast. Pipe gun, tire iron, pipe gun, tire iron. It's 10. Tire iron's worth a surprising amount. So that's 50, so we're up to 60. 60. And then 60, so 90. Is this how much I had last time? 90 times 35. I think it was 31.5. I think that's the exact. 31 caps. All right. Cool. So saved them, and I think we can start heading to the Museum of Freedom. Though I think I might call it a night there. Just hit a little over 3 hours, and I feel like it was got some combat in, which is one thing I want to do. So I feel like this is a pretty decent wrapping up point. So yeah, I think I will end the stream here in a few minutes. I can switch to my just chatting screen while I'm just chatting. But yeah, had a lot of fun with this game. Hopefully it wasn't as scuffed as I thought it was gonna be. I had a lot of fun playing this. I think it works really well with Mythic Game Master emulator. Like I said, because the game, like Fallout, it's structured around scenes. You know, a lot of the items last for a certain number of scenes. You check for certain things at the beginning or ends of scenes. So it works really well that Mythic also is made up of scenes. So it works really well, I think. Especially, the fate shards, the chaos factor. I think it all flows pretty smoothly, and overall, I've had a good experience using it. So, yeah, and I guess we never even rolled on any thread lists or character lists, but we got a decent amount of characters now. We got, the Rotten Raiders, the unusually beautiful ghouls that stopped us on our way to Abernathy Farm. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. I will definitely do this more in the future because I really like this game. I'm still, like I said, real new to it. So hopefully I got most of the rules right today. But yeah, I definitely like this, and I think it works pretty good with Mythic. So I'll do my little teaser for next week, but next week I'm not doing a stream. Next Sunday is Easter, so I will be back home with family doing Easter stuff. So no stream then, but the following Sunday I will be doing a Sprawlopolis/Agropolis stream. So not this upcoming Sunday, but the following Sunday. I'll be doing another stream where I will be doing Button Shy, Sprawlopolis, and Agropolis, because I talked about doing that last week, and then I got busy. Just busy week this last week, so yeah, I'll be doing that 2 weeks from now. This is when I'll be streaming that. Then yeah, as far as next week, on Tuesday, I'm gonna have my first vlog come out where I'm gonna try and do a bit of a monthly vlog where I'll talk about a lot of random stuff. And we'll talk about board games, but I'm also probably gonna talk about a lot of non-board game stuff, because it's pretty much all I talk about on this channel is, board games, card games, RPGs, stuff like that. So I kind of want to use that monthly vlog as a little opportunity to just talk about non-board game stuff, but I definitely will still talk about, board games and whatnot there. So that'll be coming out on Tuesday. Then on Thursday, of course, got Fantastic Factories, which will be the penultimate episode. It's the second last one, so should be pretty exciting. Hopefully I can get some more wins in on that, but that's been a lot of fun. It's always super close, challenging with the insane AI, so looking forward to playing some more of that. And like I said, that'll be coming out Thursday. So that's pretty much all I have for this stream. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, a like would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you.